damas y caballeros. Welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm your host, Adriana, and we're here with Joe, Adrian, and our guest,
Miles.
He forgot his name.
For a second. I didn't know if I wanted to go by something else for a second.
So I'm one of your hosts.
One of your hosts?
And my name's Alfredo.
Oh. Don't we always call you Joe?
Y'all call me all kinds of shit, but
We always call you Joe.
the name on the intro is Alfredo.
On the podcast, he's Alfredo.
Whatever. Joe.
Well, welcome back from Thanksgiving break.
Welcome.
Did y'all have a good weekend?
My eye is better. Thank you for asking.
Real good.
So we didn't actually say why you weren't here last week. Her husband beat her up. And
No, he didn't.
So what was it?
Swollen eye. I think it's a sty, but it did not look like a sty initially. Like my entire eye was black.
I've had a sty before.
Swollen.
My eye didn't swell shut.
No, mine did. I have a picture of it. Like, because I sent it to my sister first thing in the morning and she's like, whoa, what is that?
Did she say, what did you say?
No. But that was hilarious. I told Daniel that. I'm like, Joe said this, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
Usually when I get styes, you can't see them. Like,
They just make your eye feel really weird.
because this kind of covers it.
I've never had one before.
Tiny eyes, so.
Tiny eyes.
See, I think I've had one, but it didn't really swell or anything, but I definitely felt
like
something.
feel it.
Yeah.
No, I've never had one before. So, like the first, what was it? I think Sunday I woke up and I'm like, my eye hurts, but whatever. And then Monday, it was all this was just swollen, and then it was purple, and I'm like, okay.
You might have some enemies coming
Might
at you in
get
your sleep.
right.
You might wanna-
How much did you drink Saturday?
Not enough.
Okay, then yeah.
Not enough. Fully
Speaking of
remember it all.
enemies in your sleep, it just reminded me of something. So we went down to, we didn't even make it down to Houston for the Olivia's clinic because it's in Spring, Texas. That's Simone Biles' place.
My old home.
I think we were driving by this neighborhood trying to get to it, and we drove by a neighborhood that looked like where you used to live. You used to live pretty close to it, right? How close were you to that gym, though?
I don't know.
What was your exit? Were you off that 90-something highway? You remember?
I don't remember.
Anyway.
I'd have to really think about it. But
Anyways, we were staying in a hotel because we were out of town. And in the middle of the night, Yvette wakes me up. She fucking pushes me over and she's like, hey. I'm like, what? She's like, did you just... Oh, she said, why'd you grab my face? What the fuck are you talking about? You just woke me up.
Oh.
It's like, well,
Dun, dun, dun.
somebody just grabbed my face. I'm like, well, what fucking me? So she pulls my arm. She's like, yeah, you can't even reach because it's a huge bed. And Olivia was sleeping between us. And Olivia's snoring. She didn't wake up to this whole interaction. I'm like, what do you mean grab your face? Like somebody was messing with my face while I was sleeping and it woke me up. Like,
shit.
Said, maybe it was a dream. I'm like, you keep telling yourself that. Whatever. But it reminded me of it. When you
that's
said
creepy.
Enemies coming at you in the middle of the night.
Man, that give you little chills for a second.
It did.
Scary shit. Speaking of scary shit, I got a lot of topics I want to talk about today, so I'm going to
Go
through
for
them
it.
fast.
Let's get it.
Are you
Go
ready
for
for the battle in the sky tomorrow?
have you heard about the battle in the sky?
I have not heard about the battle in the sky.
What?
Really?
What are we talking about?
Damn. See, y'all's conspiracy theory feed is messed up.
It is. Right.
Non-existent.
Let's not go there because my feed is on a whole nother topic that has nothing to do with life. But it's
Just like that.
Would you like to elaborate on that?
my algorithm right now is the inmate hopper. That's where my entire everything is about.
Inmate hopper.
Yeah. Have
So
you heard of
I
her?
think I did hear about that.
You heard about her? Mhm.
She got like pregnant, I think, from an inmate. This one?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
That one was all over the news.
Oh, okay.
No, this one, her name is Ashley Trevino. She's from here. She's from Texas. And she's a horrible human being. And apparently that's what's making her money. She's known as the inmate hopper because she only dates inmates.
Well, and that makes her a horrible person?
No, just that's what I'm
gotta
saying.
do
The
it.
context.
She might be
No,
doing a
it's
service
just
for the community.
it's just the stuff that's been coming out about her, like just makes her where it's like, wait, what the fuck? Like what?
And what is she famous for other than inmate hopping?
Because she
That's a cool name
got
for
on
it.
she got on TikTok because there was one inmate that she quote unquote fell in love with, and he was going to get released. And so she was like documenting, recording all these like, okay, this is, you know, where we're at. I'm going to buy him all this stuff. She dropped X amount of money on him. And I think she was making money off of these TikToks because people would send her money to help her pretty much like buy this inmate stuff. Yeah, like it sounds pretty cool for an inmate, right?
Yeah.
So when Homeboy gets out, I think what she portrayed herself as and who she
She
like
catfished an inmate.
yes, yes, that's essentially how that went down. He got out, and I think it maybe lasted a week, 2 weeks, and then he left her for I think his baby mama or something.
Sounds about right.
And that's what made her like kind of blow up is that
The
she
cellmate.
dropped so much money on Homeboy. Like
So she blew up on TikTok.
yes,
Her own TikTok.
I'm somehow on her algorithm. Like
She's on yours.
she's on my everything. I'm like, fuck. It's almost, it's.
But not the battle in the sky.
No, that's what I'm saying. Mine is all messed
We
up.
might die tomorrow, and
Right.
I'm over here watching about inmate hoppers.
Oh man.
All right. So
Wanna
so
find
you
out
haven't
about
heard about
this.
the prediction from? No. Okay.
No, what are we talking about?
So there's this
Tell me.
guy. I think he's a computer scientist. Back in the early 2000s, I think this prediction happened in 2009. He developed a program to predict the stock market. So he was trying to get ahead of the stock market, making a bunch of money, whatever. And it was working. He was doing well. And he kept developing it. And it got to the point where he was using it to predict just random shit. And he was doing it by searching and analyzing. Sorry, I'm still recovering from a thing, so I sound like I'm about to start crying. But
I was just going to say
not
that.
that emotional. Analyzing the words that people use on the internet. According to him, this program, the words that people use on the internet are good predictors of things that are going to happen. And he's predicted like shit that's happened. Like he predicted one of the tsunamis or some shit or an earthquake or whatever. He's predicted several things that have come to pass. And every time he makes a prediction, that prediction is set off by an indicator. He calls it an indicator, quote unquote. I think I might have just made that up. But anyway, he predicted that there was going to be a battle in the sky between UFOs and, humans.
Cool.
And also between UFOs and other UFOs. So maybe like alien versus
It's like alien.
whatever.
I was
Yeah.
just going to say that.
And the indicator that was going to set that off was Joe Rogan interviewing Donald Trump on his podcast. And then this
And
was
that
going to happen
happened.
39 days later.
Mm.
But what's cool about this is that he predicted this in 2009 when Joe Rogan was just a Fear Factor guy and Donald Trump was just the apprentice guy. Like he didn't have a podcast. Donald Trump wasn't president or going to be president. The prediction is Joe Rogan interviews President Donald Trump on his podcast. 39 days after that, the battle in the sky is going to happen.
Did we know
39
what
days after, it's tomorrow.
podcasts were back then?
Yeah, dude, no.
I mean, podcasts
they were out
not-
there, but
They were not what they are today.
nobody knew what it was.
My question
Interesting.
is, which sky? Like, is it something we're gonna be able to see?
I
or-
don't. That's what we don't know.
Mm.
So should I be calling off tomorrow is the question.
I mean,
I have lots of things to do. So I mean,
I could use another day off.
I
really, I need a recovery day from today, just from coming back to work. So
I think that might be the opportunity, man.
yeah.
It sounds bad, but
Or
it's a
we're out there where we're working, got clear skies, no buildings, nothing. So
I'd be able to watch it.
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking, man.
Oh, yes.
Is there a
Open
time?
field by me.
we don't have a time. It could be tomorrow, like in fucking India or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
I'm looking forward to it.
I have not seen any of
Okay,
nothing like that.
Besides the tsunamis and stuff, what else has he predicted?
I don't remember. There's a few things, mostly just stock market shit. 'Cause
Is
that's what
it
was
like-
but damn, there was one other big one that he predicted.
He hasn't tried to get into like lottery numbers or anything like that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's going.
Damn.
Is it
Doing
like
this
the
shit wrong.
Simpsons type of prediction? You know, the Simpsons have predicted a lot.
No, well,
Yes, they
true.
have.
No, they haven't. But
But they have.
like, this is intentional. This is what he's using that program for. So it's not like The Simpsons in that sense.
I
Know what you mean?
suppose.
I mean, yeah, it sounds a little scary, but I mean, to be honest, it's a big piece of me that kind of wants to see that go
Right.
down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what
Cool.
the aftermath is going to be, but you know,
And he did say after that it was just going to be normal for us to be seeing like alien life and aliens and stuff like in our life. And so
I feel like they already been.
Why?
here.
I have
Yeah.
a few
Why would they
questions.
come here? I don't know.
I have questions.
go ahead.
I mean, we're not.
I'll answer them
We're
for you.
not very impressive.
What could that be? I always think about this. Don't judge me. What could that be the distraction of? What else is happening?
Distraction 4. I don't know. They're pretty much doing everything out in the open now. They don't give a shit anymore. So
Yeah, I was about to say. I think the new thing is just to
Yeah,
put it in
just
your
fucking
face.
do it.
like,
People are either going to
Whoever,
believe
yeah.
it or call it fake news.
like, yeah, I think the new FBI director appointment was there to distract from the aliens. So
Oh,
I don't know.
interesting. Well, that'll be interesting. If you guys record it, please send it to me. If you guys see videos like
Hopefully it'll
that.
be on the news, right?
You
By the
there.
news, I mean TikTok.
I was about to say, yeah, you there. TikTok, yeah.
Somebody will record it. I'm sure.
That was on the video that I sent you guys right before, or I sent you right before this started. She talks about all that stuff, and then at the end of it, she shares a video that happened like this weekend or something. It's pretty cool. Like,
Fuck, I didn't finish
Yeah.
watching it. Damn it.
He told you to watch it. He didn't send it to me.
Oh, you.
No.
I don't know.
It's crazy you say that. Actually, earlier today, I saw a video on TikTok, of course. It was like some
It's the
army
news.
helicopter flying, and they spotted like a UFO ball in the sky.
telling you,
That's kind of crazy that you said that.
what's happening.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's been a lot more
Yeah.
sightings in the past few weeks, like a lot more reports.
I think it's been discussed
More
a lot more
videos.
recently as well with the whole mer people también.
Yeah.
the underwater aliens. I think the underwater aliens are gonna fight the outer space aliens.
The sky aliens.
Man,
yeah.
that'd be a sick movie.
They're gonna
And we're
come in
just
and be
in the
like
way.
trying to take over, and the underwater aliens are like, no, we've been here for too long. This is our place. So you don't know. I don't know.
I think it's about time for them to come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We're waiting long enough.
We got enough movies out. Kind of assume.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to say that I think another COVID is coming?
I heard
Bill
there's
Gates
like
Another pandemic
I heard there's like 3 pandemics on the schedule.
Soon,
on the schedule.
Yeah.
I could take some time off.
Like
next-
2025.
Next year.
Yeah.
Nice.
2025,
Yeah, man, you
another
can't really-
pandemic is coming.
Tell people you're out with COVID no more. We kind
know.
of need something new
No.
now. Yeah.
They're like, and
Yeah.
You still come in.
So
Sit in the corner.
just don't get up from your desk, please. Just don't get up.
yeah, it's not a thing anymore.
All right, last one, and then I'll let one of y'all take it. So we talked about Yvette's ghost visitor at night, and then the aliens. If you had proof of one or the other, which one would be the biggest mindfuck for you? We'll start with you, Adrian. Which one would
Aliens.
shift like your worldview the most?
Aliens.
Aliens?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like we think we know so much about them, but we really don't. And then it's just like, what if everything we've been seeing? Because we're all like, we see it in movies and, things like that. And just actually realizing like, oh shit, a lot of that shit could be real. I don't know.
Miles?
I'd go aliens.
I honestly don't think any of them really kind of.
Which one? So
Fuck
maybe
me
I
up a
didn't
little
ask it
bit.
the right way. Which one would shift your worldview the most?
I've had experience where I'm positive ghosts and
All right, so
stuff like that.
we'll
But I
come
think
back to
think aliens were like, yeah, we can get back to that. But I think aliens, I kind of already believe they're out there. But I just want to see, like I said, we've seen these movies.
So
and-
you already believe they're out there, and you've already experienced the ghosts. So neither one of them really.
yeah,
I got you.
I just want to see the
Yeah.
aliens.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I think
me
it might
too.
be cool.
I think it would be more aliens. And it's more so because it's always been a sci-fi thing where it's like, this is just make believe. I know recently it's been more of like, no, they're real. But I think if it were to actually happen, that's where it was like, that would make a bigger difference than ghosts. I feel like ghosts are the spirit world.
Well, you
mean, what
believe
are-
in that though.
What are they gonna do?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You believe in that. in
Yes,
ghosts and stuff.
that's-
It's like
that's
a given
why-
to you.
It's yes, I fully believe that they exist, that they whatever. But aliens, it's always been a sci-fi, and it's make believe, and it's don't believe that.
No, like Roswell actually happened. Like there's files on it.
It's
right?
real.
Like I mean,
Like, I
something
believe-
happened, right? We don't have proof that it was aliens, but
Like
That
I believe
entire
in
incident
aliens
happened.
too. I'm more scared of them, I guess.
You're more scared of aliens.
Yeah.
That's
can-
valid
Well, I
too.
mean,
They
yeah,
can
that's-
fuck you up.
Yeah.
That's
it depends
valid.
on what their
I
intent
think.
is, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying they're here to keep us from fucking blowing each other up, which is
It's probably
That's
true.
cool.
Yeah.
They can be
Yeah.
my homies.
Yeah.
I
We're
mean,
just their little experiment.
Yeah.
right. We're like their little ant farm, and they don't want to buy a new one. So
We're somebody's pet.
yeah,
They might
you
have forgot
imagine?
about us a little bit.
they've been watching us for like fucking
I was
millions
just
of
gonna-
years, and then we're just gonna blow it up. Like fuck no.
Yeah.
do you
like-
think it's like a Hunger Games? Isn't that how the Hunger Games is set up? Where they're like in a dome,
Mm,
In a sense, yeah.
or it's like it's a dome, and then
It's a control area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you think that's literally what we're in?
Maybe.
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
It'd be
I guess-
interesting.
Definitely,
I guess we'll
just
find
think
out
it's,
for me.
It's
Now
too
you have
much
me
space
excited
out
for
there
tomorrow.
there not to be nothing out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
That's why I think it would be ghosts
Yeah.
for me.
But there's all really.
Yeah, because it's almost like
But
aliens
like
have to
I've
be
always
there.
just in my head, aliens have always existed. I have never seen one. I can't prove it. But I think statistically speaking, based on the size of the universe,
Mhm.
there's no fucking way we're the only ones. Just based on science alone, quote unquote, right?
Okay.
Whereas if I accept the existence of ghosts, God comes along with it. Because now there's an afterlife, right?
I can see that.
So
More-
have-
more
unless
packaged
unless
with
we say, oh, it's ghosts, but it's just residual energy, which could also be explained away with science. Whatever. That's nothing. But
I heard recently, by recent, like maybe last year, that they were trying to say that God isn't actually God. It's an alien.
who's they?
I don't remember where I heard this, so that's
Great info. Thank you.
sorry, but I've heard it. That's what I've heard a few people say, where it's like, well, God isn't actually God. They somehow are
What is-
saying that he's an alien.
God could be just a name for an alien. Like what?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Where it just based on biblically what it says, it's like, yeah, because
It could
he's
be
an alien.
The alien creating his ant
To-
farm.
yes.
Yeah. No, that
And,
makes sense.
Checks out.
Shit. What if I have to believe in both at the same time? Damn.
That would really
yeah.
rock your world, Joe.
Would ruin me.
What are we gonna
Yeah,
do?
you didn't ask that. Both coming at the
No,
same
yeah,
time. Like,
Like the aliens show up and then a ghost is like, this is my house. This is my domain. Damn.
it's too much
To
info.
have the ability to talk to ghosts,
Or
that would be
aliens.
cool.
I mean, ghosts, like, once, I don't know, their whole deal is scaring people, right?
That's not their whole deal, Adrian.
is the job description?
I don't think that's what they're trying to do.
I don't think that's their
Yeah,
purpose in life.
Their prime
Or
prime
like a-
time
it's
is
like a-
October. Like, they
Like
went
little
around.
Monsters Inc. Like they gotta fill up the bar.
Like, it's like
They got
Santa
the doors
Claus.
and
It's
stuff.
like Santa Claus is
They
like,
got,
you gotta wait all
quotas
year.
they gotta meet.
That's a good one. It's like Monsters Inc.
Like, they're just gonna be regular ghosts the rest of the year.
The regular ghosts. I think ghosts have a purpose. It's unfinished
What is it?
business.
Mm.
Whatever it is for that specific person. Because theoretically, the reason they are ghosts is because there's unfinished business, whatever that may be for that person.
What if they just want to hang out?
That's not
I
how
feel
it
like
works.
that's all they do.
I could have got left. Like missed it. You know.
Like I think there's people like
Yeah,
say
true.
this is how I
That's
like to
gonna be
picture it.
me.
You
I'm
die
gonna miss the bus.
and then they tell you like go into the light and then everybody just does what they're fucking told because that's what people do. And then there's still got the ones that are like,
Nah.
but why?
What's
What if
over
I go
there?
that
What's
way?
over there?
So we have the butt wise wandering around us,
Exactly, yeah.
grabbing people's faces and
Pretty
stuff.
much.
Boo.
You still haven't seen Silo, right? Oh, you don't
No,
have
I
Apple.
have a
Anybody else?
because I got a new iPhone, I get 3 months of Apple.
Okay, you need
whatever.
to watch it. Squeeze
So
that
I just
shit
told
in.
Yvette yesterday, we need to like pick, a time when we can binge, and then I'll sign up for it. So I don't run out of time.
Make sure you binge Yellowstone.
I don't think I'll be doing that.
You should.
That's not on Apple.
I don't care. Wherever it's on.
Apple. What the
You said you needed to binge something. I'm
No,
telling you
I
what
don't
to
need to
binge.
binge a damn thing.
I kind of stopped, like on
Yellowstone.
season 3 or whatever.
You got to keep going.
I think like after season 3, you kind of get the gist. A little
It doesn't.
See, that's what.
Nope, you gotta keep
when
going.
there's too many seasons of a show, that was never intended to run that long. It gets repetitive.
Really? Because Game of Thrones was how many
Game
seasons?
of Thrones is a show based on a series of books that is unfinished.
Whatever. Young,
So it was always intended to go that
Yellowstone
long.
still is too. Mhm,
No,
mhm.
nope.
It's a book now.
And they still had to shorten up that last episode too. So
I don't know.
All right.
What else you got?
I have a bunch of shit.
Is that
What
it?
y'all got?
No, go for it.
Y'all go ahead.
Because you want to binge Apple.
Yeah, I want to do a little bit of sports.
Oh,
Fuck
this
sports.
I have.
I'm
I'm not a sports fan.
guy.
I'm not a
You are?
sports fan.
I'm a big sports guy.
Okay.
man.
So
Who
last.
do you go for? Hold on. Let's start
Okay.
there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Teams, basketball.
you want to know the truth? So before I came, I actually had to change my my hat
From
because I'm an Eagles fan.
oof
That's all right. I'm a
Yeah,
Niners
okay.
fan, so
Oof,
I'm a
had to-
Packer fan. We're fine.
Oh,
Cowboys.
man. Yeah, it's not
he's the only
not going the
Cowboys.
best for anybody around here. So yeah, I didn't want to cause any tensions.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is the
Eagles
purpose
fan,
of
we
this
need
show.
that.
Attention.
That is
That's
the
what we
purpose.
want. We need it.
Yeah, my dad's from Philly, so just grew up watching Eagles, Flyers, Sixers, everything.
So you're all Philly? All Philly
I'm all
fan?
Philly and Atlanta. I support Atlanta teams.
Nice.
That's where I'm from, so
Okay.
I like to see the city do
See,
good
that
when
makes
we are.
sense. You're from there.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Fuck you look at me for?
Did you ever
There
live in
is
Cali?
no teams in El Paso. What the fuck you want me to do?
UTEP.
Yeah, I like UTEP when they play. I still root for them. You know, whatever.
See, there you go.
Niners,
guess.
though?
I feel like there's a lot of 49er fans in Texas, though.
Yeah,
so
there are.
it's-
Now, well, because a lot of Cali
West
people
Texas.
are here.
Well, I told you this. El Paso's closer to California than it is to Dallas.
I know,
So,
but that's what I'm saying. There's Cali folks
That makes
that are
sense.
here that have.
anywho,
All right,
what do you want to talk about?
Last week, I think it was last week, was a 20-year anniversary of Malice in the Palace.
Mm.
Do you remember where you were at?
What are we talking about?
You don't know what that is?
Malice in
No.
the Palace? Oh, man.
No, where
You
were
don't
you?
remember what that is? Oh, it was the. You gotta help me out.
20 years ago, I was 5.
Oh, it was,
were
it
not
was, it was, a,
five.
it was
Shut
a
your
basketball
mouth.
fight.
Yeah.
Basketball fight.
between Indiana and
Indiana,
Oh, it was,
Detroit
our
Pacers.
the bad boy Pistons.
There you go.
Was it our
Second.
test?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
our test.
Yeah, no, I remember what it
Meta.
was. I don't remember where I was.
Oh,
Meta World Peace.
Yeah,
Get it
I'm
right.
sorry. Yeah, Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace. Yes, it's officially his name.
I'm just kidding. I don't know where I was either. But
What's not that big a deal?
what do you mean? Has there hasn't been any more fights like that that I can't remember,
I don't think so.
right?
Nothing that bad.
Not in basketball.
I don't think any sport, to be honest. I mean, you might have some stuff overseas with like soccer, but
Yeah, a bunch of people died Sunday in somewhere. Not important.
What? Okay.
I'm
What?
derailing the conversation. Sorry. I don't know. I mean,
mean,
there's fucking bench
to me,
clearing
that was a-
brawls all the time.
But
to
I
me,
don't
that
think-
was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
like that wasn't a bench clearing fight.
that was fans.
That was
Yeah, well,
fans.
that was yeah. That's
Fans
okay. I
fighting
see what you're saying.
players.
That was.
I want to know what the hell
basketball
y'all are
players.
talking about.
Malice in the Palace.
I'll look it up.
It's real
Fact
quick.
check.
Just two teams fought, but then it got nasty. Fans got involved, and it was just a big old brawl between players, fans, and refs, and police were there, and
Oh,
jerseys ripped, and people.
Chad.
Yeah, it was bad.
it's a good one.
Oh, it was
Not
really
even in college.
where fans. I
Not
don't
with
think
fans,
nothing like
though.
that. It was bad.
I don't think you remember how bad it was.
I guess I don't.
I was 5.
I mean,
so.
like
It was-
throwing punches,
it
like
was
not
bad.
pushing. I mean, it
Yeah, I
was
mean, I remember that.
blood drawing and lawsuits afterwards. Like it was intense.
Those are always good.
I think it was necessary for the time, because it's kind of set
It's
for the
aggression.
little presidents, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess, is that why this weekend was so aggressive?
It was a little aggressive weekend for sports.
It
yeah.
was. I feel like, especially in football, college and
Let's talk about college football and planting flags. How do y'all feel about that?
planting flags.
I feel like there are some schools that have that as a tradition in their rivalry, but now everybody's just doing it just.
Well, it was rivalry weekend. It only happens this weekend.
Oh yeah, but there's rivalries,
And then there's
rivalries.
Yeah,
all
No,
season.
I get it. Well, I mean,
Between schools or whatever, there's I don't know. They don't.
no, they schedule all of the rivalry games for this weekend.
Yes, it's specific.
Yes. But like Texas and Texas
Texas
A&M haven't played in 10 years.
Well, yeah, but it's still they could be. The only reason they do that is because they can't schedule Texas OU for this weekend. because that just has its own weekend.
Yeah. So who would Texas be playing?
That's not a whatever
anomaly.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but like Purdue's always going to play Indiana. Fucking Notre Dame's always going to play USC. Like whatever. Michigan's always going to play Ohio. Like it's.
Oh.
People were very angry this weekend.
But I guess some schools do it more.
So
than
how do y'all
others.
feel about it?
How I feel about it, just being honest, just coming up playing sports. If you're a home team, don't lose.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I think it's pretty
It's
simple.
like who the fuck was it that scored? It was a college team too. They were winning by like 30-something, and he put in like third stringers, and they scored a touchdown like 4 seconds left.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then he interviewed the coach, and he's like,
What you want from me?
"Yeah, it's like it's my job to put the second and third stringers in, but when they go in, they're gonna play football.
Oh yeah.
Like what the fuck you
I
want me
don't
to do?
blame him.
Man?
If I'm third
Yeah.
string, I don't touch the field all season.
I'm
Y'all
going
getting
all
2
out.
minutes.
Goddamn right. Yeah.
I'm gonna get my 5 minutes of fame.
I don't have to be good for 48 or 60 minutes. Just
5
5 minutes. You get all of it.
Yeah, I guess it's.
Yeah, if
Everything
you
I
don't want them to
saved
score
up.
on you, don't let them score on you. If you don't want them to plant the flag, don't fucking lose. Like,
Yeah. I think it's pretty simple, man. I don't think it comes to fighting. Just don't
right.
lose.
Just don't lose.
I-
Yeah, let them plant and then go over there and knock the shit out of them. I don't have a problem with that
Yeah.
either, but
Or
it's
just
whatever.
remove the flag and then
Yeah.
walk away something. But, they let
There's
the
no
emotions
need- yeah.
rise up. And
There's no need to fight.
Did y'all see the one where he plants it, and then the other guy comes and grabs it with 2 hands and tries to jerk, and the other guy's just like, "Did you see
No,
that?
I didn't see
That
that one.
motherfucker is strong."
Was it like a lineman and a cornerback or
it was.
something?
It was a lineman.
They're literally just holding it like that. Yeah.
The other guy was like, he couldn't get that. He was not. He didn't even budge. He was just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. He could have just had one loss. Now he's got to walk away with 2
right?
of them, right?
Shit'll live forever.
Hey, just go take a shower, bro.
That memory will live on. I
Yeah.
know.
What else?
So I have a question, and it's pertaining to sports.
Hopefully,
I
it's
saw a
sports
video.
event.
I saw a video that said that in the NFL, the person that gets injured has the what's the word? Like they can do the disciplining.
No,
Is that not true? I thought it was
Commissioner
weird,
Deals it out.
Yeah,
but
algorithm.
apparently there's a new rule. Did this person make this shit up?
Now you're
Okay.
making it up.
Okay. No, I saw it because he said that it was specific to, who was it? The Texans? No, Titans? No.
Who was it? Who,
That got hit
knocked
really,
the
really
shit out
hard,
of,
yes.
What's his name?
Oh,
Jacksonville.
I think that was the Texans.
Texans or Titans? One of the two. Who played Jacksonville? So let me look it up. Keep talking.
It was that hit, and they're saying that the person that got hit, because of the new rule that was implemented this season, that person has the ability to like have a say as far as how the other person should be disciplined.
Like
It
if
was
they
the
get
Texans.
ejected or something like that.
Or yeah, like
Well, he'd have to be conscious.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Well,
I
that's
don't know
why
if
they're
that's
waiting.
true
Well, that's
because-
why
Maybe
they're
the
waiting.
discipline, like not the immediate repercussions, like the penalty or whatever, but the discipline.
the discipline that they
Oh.
they have a say in it, but he has to be, because apparently he got a concussion, so he can't say anything or he can't provide any type of
right.
suggestion until he's cleared and no longer has a concussion. But I'm like, I never heard that
Yeah, that's
rule before. Like, is
I'll have
that
to fact check. I've never heard that one either.
So
Really true.
Did you see the hit?
yes?
What do you think? Was
Yeah.
it dirty?
Late hit.
I think it was dirty.
Man,
It was kind of in between,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I can
because-
see in between.
but he went in for the head. I mean, he wasn't gonna stop, but
But if he
Game
doesn't
speed,
slide, he
too.
doesn't hit the head.
I think he just wanted to get his hit. You kind of see that he's gonna slide. I don't know. I feel
Unless he doesn't,
yeah,
right?
it's one of those things. Like I mean,
I feel like he wanted to take him out.
yeah,
Did you-
he
go
gets
ahead.
the penalty. It definitely. But I think game speed, the time of stuff moving, is
Yeah.
kind of
It's
it's a little hard to make that decision.
Did you hear what Rex Ryan said?
Mm-mm.
Aside from saying that he's sick and tired of watching quarterbacks slide a million times, he makes a valid point. Like, you're not helping your quarterback by telling him to slide in that situation, because that 9 out of 10 times that's going to happen.
Yeah,
Like open field, you already got the first down. You want to slide? Fuck it, slide. But if you're running into action, That's the worst
Yeah,
fucking thing you can do.
That's a worse
Me and my
hit.
dad have had that conversation. Like it's tough, man. You got people come from different angles. They might have blockers in front of them.
And again, if he's legit doesn't think you're gonna slide, and he's going for a legal tackle, he's gonna go for the spot where your head's gonna end up when you slide.
I mean, your head's going to be on the thing exposed. Really,
Right.
you think about it, everything else is protected. Is already
So-
on the ground.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
thought-
it was a dirty hit. It was definitely a late hit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else you do. Like because if he
Yeah,
stops
it's-
and the quarterback doesn't slide, now what?
Actually, that player he released a statement this morning talking about it, saying like it's never his intention to hurt anybody, and that's never.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was dirty.
Yeah.
I don't think he did it intentionally, but it's a football play.
Yeah, man, it's
You're
tough
going full speed.
when
yeah.
the main objective of the game is to hit somebody.
I don't
You
think
know
people
what I mean?
You
realize
get in
how
trouble
fast
for
those
hitting
fuckers are moving.
people.
And the quarterback knows. He knows
Exactly.
he's going to be
That's my
protected,
point. Like, don't.
and he waits to the last minute. Yeah, like
That's
just-
gonna happen.
You
He got
could
hit
have
hard.
slid like 2 yards before that, and he would have been okay.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't have got the first down.
Yeah.
He got the first down on that play. So
Yeah,
it's
Was
I don't
it
know.
worth it?
it's like when you're a little kid and you're playing tag. You just make up a base and be like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
safe. I'm at base.
man,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a tough call.
I think they're wussifying football, but whatever.
I don't remember who it was that faked the slide, and then he just ran for a
That's it.
touchdown.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
they made it. It was
in college.
yeah, it was in college.
I forgot who it was.
Call
But
me
yeah.
crazy. It might have been Trevor Lawrence.
Shit.
Might have been.
I honestly think it was. It was with Clemson.
They definitely would Clemson.
I think it was him. Wow,
Hmm.
it's a little
Who was it?
ironic, isn't it?
Who was it?
No fact checker today. No sure.
You
No
brought
say.
up this whole thing.
I'm sorry. I had a topic. Boo.
Keep talking.
Oh.
CMC's hurt again.
Keep talking about other shit.
The what?
All right, let's move on.
What else happened in
Did your
football?
Packers win?
Yes, we did.
Who'd they beat?
Dolphins.
That's right.
That's a good win.
I think we got the Dolphins next, and they're gonna beat us.
Mhm.
I don't know if I want them to tank now. We're like in the worst.
Not quite
Possible
there
position.
yet, but
Yeah, and then Christian McCaffrey.
He's out.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done.
I saw how he went down and walked off. I haven't
Ayuk
had
is
him
out.
yet, and it's one of those seasons.
Bosa's gonna be out for probably a couple more games, I'm guessing. But they can still make the playoffs. I don't know if I want them to.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like, how far are you going to go?
Right.
Yeah.
If they were to get everybody back, fine, let's go. Fucking, because we got a team.
Yeah, that's a solid team, but it's like you guys are one of those teams that only work really good when everybody
Mm-hmm.
is there.
I don't know, just fucking tank and draft a no lineman next year.
Be doing what the Cowboys and Giants are doing.
They're still trying to win.
Cowboys are, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
dumb.
think Cooper's
Poor
trying
things.
Cooper's trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah, he's
out
trying to
there.
get a contract
Yeah,
this year.
just got to hit our stride at the right moment.
I mean, hey, I'll be doing the same thing. I can't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, shit. you're
2
right.
weeks ago, I was like, when was it? The Washington game? I was like, man, they better fucking lose this game. And then they won, and then they won again. I'm like, God dang it. Now I'm
It's like being in a toxic relationship, isn't it?
It is. And yeah.
You guys just can't seem to tank better than New York. So
Nah. Can't get it right. Can't get right. It's okay, though. It's okay.
We done with sports? What else is
I
out
think
there?
so.
All right.
America won.
It's your opinion. Who's the basketball GOAT?
ooh, LeBron, man.
God damn. I was
Every day
hoping, you wouldn't say that.
of the week.
But why?
LeBron is
If you say longevity, I'm going to throw something at you.
no, he is the overall best basketball player this world has ever seen.
Oh.
I don't disagree with that statement to some extent. That doesn't translate to being the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. He got the most
Tell
points.
me why. Well, he's played for fucking ever.
That's part of it, man.
Well, yeah, when you miss fucking 30 games a season,
I mean,
pass me that bottle.
So-
This is going to get deep.
This is
Oh,
gonna get deep.
You said he's a go. Why?
I can go to depth, man. I
get
mean,
a
what
emotion.
he's
I'm here for it. Let's go. Right
number
now.
one in points, top 5 in assists, number 1 in playoff points.
Again, this is all those statistics that they're due to longevity, not greatness.
4 chips, 3 different teams, carry teams. Went to the
He's
finals.
in 4 different teams because he was trying to play with super teams.
Nah, I think that's
Other than the
Has he
Cleveland
gotten
teams.
a Does he have a ring?
He has 4.
Out of what, like 10 tries?
Who am I thinking
Yeah.
of then? You said
He
LeBron.
went for a whole decade.
How are you going to say you're the GOAT, but you're batting 400? I guess it's in baseball,
mean-
that's great, but not in basketball.
I mean, Jordan got. I'm assuming Jordan should go.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
100%.
I mean, Jordan got swept.
Kobe's up there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Kobe's definitely.
Not in the
up
finals.
there. Yeah, but he got swept first round. I think
A few times.
a
Probably.
couple times. Yeah. So I mean, it's pick and choose. I definitely think it's close.
This is the question I always ask when talking about GOATs.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting a team today, and you can only pick one of those two
LeBron.
to win it for you.
LeBron.
That doesn't make sense. Based on everything you just said, that doesn't make sense.
To win a championship?
Yeah.
Yeah. Statistically, LeBron has
Statistically,
a higher
LeBron has
chance
lost
of getting
more
to the
than.
finals.
Again, I didn't say getting to the finals.
You got to get there to
So
win it.
the Bills got to 4 in a row and lost them all. You gonna take Jim Kelly over Joe Montana?
It's apples and oranges.
No, Joe Montana never went to 4 in a row.
I can't take
I
Jordan,
mean,
man.
Jim Kelly by that using that sort of thinking, Jim Kelly's a better quarterback because he went to 4 in a row. He was dominating in his era. But he couldn't win it.
With that saying, I think, especially if you're using the option of picking players, I think you definitely go with LeBron.
All right, but I'm waiting for
I
you to
think
tell me why.
Jordan was in a great system. And not saying like he was just set
He had
up
a great
perfectly.
coach and he had some good
You know what I'm saying?
teammates.
He had a great coach, great teammates. Scottie Pippen was
LeBron chose his coach, chose his teammates.
Nah,
Still lost 6 championships.
he didn't choose Cleveland.
It's the only one he didn't choose, but he went back to it, and that's where he won. So
Yeah, I mean, but
that's the
still,
only one I'll give him.
He didn't choose his coaches. I mean, but man,
Oh, get out of here.
You got a few fired. Right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely chose his coaches.
yeah, you got a couple fired. I mean, but at some point, man, you got to do it yourself.
couple
You know?
I'm not just listen. Let's start from here.
Wait.
I think for sure, LeBron James is the most gifted, physically and athletically basketball player that the world's ever seen. I think he totally deserves to do all the things that he did. Choose your team, choose your coach if you can. Whatever, do it. If I'm starting a team today, I'm not picking him over Jordan because he's not going to win me that championship. He's going to do what's best for LeBron. Jordan just wants to fucking win. He doesn't give 2 shits who that's best for. He just wants to win. And the question is, if you're choosing a player today to win the ship,
LeBron
it's
James.
not LeBron.
It's LeBron James.
He's
There's no
lost
I in
6
team.
Yeah, there isn't, but I mean,
to inferior players.
Jordan had other basketball years other than the 6 he played. I just want to throw that out there, guys.
I know.
but I
nobody's
just want to say,
disputing
like,
that.
man,
But
that-
his numbers, even like,
you can't point me out a team LeBron had that was Jordan. You can't point me out too many teams in NBA history that are better than. If you take LeBron and Jordan both off their teams,
what, the Heat sucked?
yeah.
The Lakers sucked? Get out of here.
Yeah,
They had
before
fucking-
LeBron-
they had
before LeBron
Wade, they
went-
had Wade and Bosh.
But before LeBron went there, both,
Before LeBron created the super team,
they had losing
sucked.
seasons. They were under 500 teams.
yeah, because he
Every
didn't
team
have,
LeBron
he didn't
went
have
to, they were
Bosh
under
and Wade
500
there.
teams before he went there.
Because he's creating super teams and he's bringing in the coach that he wants. And he's playing. Jordan went to whatever fucking team they told him and he won 6, 3 times in a row, twice.
Mm.
And that's beside the okay.
I get that. But for
And
starting
Finals
team,
MVP,
LeBron has showed me that,
season MVP,
especially we're talking about starting team,
All
that
defense
he can make
team.
it work with more teams than Jordan can. I mean, and be
well,
that
that's
as it may,
because he keeps switching teams.
Jordan was on the Wizards.
Oh, and he still did better than fucking LeBron does. Anyway.
Oh no!
Look at
I
it.
can't do
Look
it.
at the stats.
LeBron just won the chip.
What?
When same age that LeBron won the chip, Jordan was on
I'm
the
not.
Wizards.
Longevity's out the door. Like sports science has gone way beyond anything Jordan ever had.
In Jordan's last couple of years, they've been better than LeBron's last couple of years.
No, I didn't say that.
I thought you said you did better.
He was shooting 80% from like mid-range shots.
We can't talk about shooting
Why not?
because LeBron is a better shooter and scorer than.
Give me the stats. I just told you his last 2 years with Charlotte, Jordan shot over 80% from mid-range.
So when LeBron passed Jordan in points,
Again, 20 years.
listen to me. But when he passed him in points, he did it in like 1,300 fewer shots.
Jordan,
1,300 is a good number.
You're not going to find a single Jordan fan that'll tell you that Jordan didn't miss a shit ton of shots. He took 50 shots a fucking game.
Yeah, for
Of
sure.
course he's going to score a lot.
For sure. Well, once again, man, your question was if I'm starting a team.
To win the championship. Not
LeBron
just
James.
to play for 20 fucking years or to be called the greatest basketball player ever to win the championship.
Man, there's not much you can say, man. He beat the 73-9 Warriors, came back 3-1
He also lost to him 3 times.
because they got Kevin Durant.
Okay.
That's a whole nother monster, man.
I feel
don't know if
like
we got enough time to talk about that. That's a whole nother monster.
I don't know. I feel like LeBron has always missed like that. You know,
That will to
fucking-
win.
The thing that Kobe and Jordan had.
Yeah.
I just don't see it in LeBron.
Passion.
Listen, when
But I
LeBron was
know-
playing high school, I don't know how old I was, but we would go to Hooters to watch LeBron play high school games because they would televise them.
Not
Because I
Hooters.
was a big
It was
fucking
not
fan.
Hooters. It was.
And I at the time, I'm like, this dude's gonna make Jordan look like a fucking joke because he could have, but he didn't because he doesn't have that drive.
If he,
He's
I've
the-
always said that.
I'm not fucking disagreeing with you. If LeBron wanted, he'd have 10 championships. He just does. He's gonna dish it off instead of take the shot. He's gonna take the jump shot instead of drive. Who the fuck is gonna stop LeBron James if he's driving to the hoop?
There's a lot of people out there, man.
I don't think so.
I've always said if he had that thing, yeah. I mean, hands down, it's over.
Nobody's questioning
Yeah, man,
his
it's-
ability,
it's-
his athleticism, his longevity.
Oh, no,
like,
I
none
don't
of
think that. I think one thing
His
I like it,
shooting.
man. Coming from sports, it's a great conversation topic. But man, I've watched this so much. I'm not just somebody that's just
I know you said you were a sports fan.
talk. Oh yeah, man.
Based on everything you said up until now, I
Oh,
believe
man,
you.
nah. I've like gone back and
All
watched
credibility
like
is
seasons
gone.
from like 85 up, like season recap, season games, important. So like I've seen footage, I've seen that. I don't think it would be another Jordan, just plain and simple. But
What does that mean?
you're not going to get another Jordan. Everything that came with him, what he brought to basketball.
That's beside the point. That used to be my argument. But you're right. There's never going to be another one because the NBA is never going to be where the NBA was when Jordan came on for somebody to do what he did, right? Like,
So I guess the new question is like, are we doing? Who is the GOAT or who?
to me, the greatest of all time is the guy who's going to win you the championships. I guess let's define what the GOAT is to you.
See, we can't do that though, because you got other people with more championships than Jordan.
Robert
Yeah.
Horry.
Bill
But
Russell.
those weren't fucking what's his name? He's got like 16.
Bill.
Bill Russell.
Yeah, he's got 11 playing. I think like
Yeah.
4 coaching.
That wasn't him.
Bill's putting up some numbers, man.
He is, but he's not carrying the team.
They switched once they got him. It was a whole new look for the NBA. It was a whole new feel. It was a whole new.
It's the same thing with every superstar in the league, right? But they're not all carrying the team.
Let me ask you: Jordan was carrying the Bulls.
Yes. Did they win when he left? Same
Yeah.
team.
That
But they won the championship when he left.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
Oh, you said win a championship.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the same amount of wins.
But did they win the championship? We're talking about championships.
No, I mean you're missing a key point. But I think to say you carried them,
Yeah.
I think LeBron carries his team.
He carried
LeBron's-
Cleveland.
He carries every team.
He didn't carry Heat. He didn't carry the Heat.
LeBron left the Heat, and the Heat were under 500 the next year.
It was an old
He left
Wade.
Cleveland. They
And
were
didn't
under
Bosh leave
500.
Fuck the Heat.
Oh,
That's
it's
a
getting
Mavericks
Okay,
aggressive.
that might. Oh man,
As a Mavericks fan,
I mean,
fuck
Got
the Heat.
you got one up.
aggressive,
You
Adrian.
got one up on him, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You good? You got one up on him.
He's like, yeah, I know.
2007?
No, that was 2011.
11, yeah.
Well, they won it.
No, they
but
won it in
They
11.
lost.
They won in 11. Oh,
in
I was talking about when they
07, they
lost.
lost.
06.
06 when
06.
when Wade and Shaq.
Yeah, Wade was
Didn't
flopping
lose.
all over the place. God.
I loved Wade back then, man. Wade was like my first superstar that like I wanted
Wade
to be
is
like. I had
one
I
of the-
liked Wade.
I could have socked, had like the sleeve,
I
man.
had his- I had his jersey.
D-Wade shoes, man.
I think I had his jersey.
I
at
hated
one
Wade.
point.
I still hate it.
I liked
don't
the
know.
Wade.
I just,
Wade's cool.
I fucking
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, you're a cool
I
guy,
hate him.
man. A chill guy.
flops too much. Every time he takes a shot, he just falls. I don't know why.
You're a Dallas
Layups.
fan, right?
Yeah, but I can respect players.
You got Luka on your team.
I hate that about Luka.
I
Fucking love
hate
Luka,
that.
but goddamn.
I hate,
Yeah, man.
I hate how much he talks to the refs. I like, dude, just play. But
He looks like a
You gotta
white.
understand, we're soccer fans. We hate fucking floppers.
Oh, I play soccer, so trust me, I hate it too.
All right.
You do.
Yeah,
Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
All right.
Okay,
we're good.
you're fine.
Yeah,
We're good.
America won.
Yeah, the whole Mexican fucking soccer thing is fucked up right now. I think
They're gonna
Cruz
play-
Azul is the only one that won that was supposed to win.
They came back.
Yeah, they won 3
Of all the
zip.
fucking teams.
We saw that.
That's just we should. Oh,
We
I thought you were about to say you were a Cruz Azul fan. I'm like, wait, what?
no, we saw the games.
We.
We saw the games.
All right.
That's good. I haven't had a good LeBron Jordan debate in a minute. That's
I
good.
wasn't prepared for this. I would have had more stats for you.
Oh man, I got
Oh
him.
goodness.
I got him here.
I'm not that big a fan.
We don't have the fact
Yeah,
checker.
man, you kind of asked the wrong person. I'm a big LeBron fan, man. I mean, I was watching his games when I was little, St. Vincent, St. Mary. Like,
Yeah,
it's
what I'm talking about.
it's serious.
That dude he looked like an NBA player
In
playing
high
with
school.
children when he was in high
Man,
school.
you can hear. Funny enough, we brought him up earlier. Meta World Peace talks about he went to some type of run in some city, and LeBron was there when he was like 14. And he comes back telling all the guys, he's like, man, this is dude. I'm telling you, he could start in the league right now.
He could have, man. He could have started in the league when he was in high school. Like he was that good.
That is
Two in a row.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
You gotta
3.
Go, I was say you got to go for 3.
You want me to go? Yes.
Nah, we're fucking
It's
stupid.
gonna drive you crazy.
No, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
throw that
We
red
don't- We
flag.
don't have any. Yeah, party
or
foul.
the yellow, whatever.
Just throw it up in there.
Just throw it up in the air. Fucking party foul.
You want that
Throw the
shiner?
one again.
Shiner.
Why do we say throw the red
Bandana?
flag? That's soccer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
It
why you
should be
brought
the
the
yellow
red flag.
one.
Well, this is your
The red
challenging.
is a challenge.
I'm challenging the
What
call.
banana?
If you'll-
The ruling is
No.
clear. You fucking spilled
What
it.
banana?
I want to see a replay. I think Adrian knocked it over.
Instant replay.
Anyways,
How do y'all feel about like challenges flags and all the sports?
I think everything should be if we're doing it, everything should be reviewable.
Yeah.
Like if we're fucking moving forward with this thing, none of this like, oh, that pass interference is not. Fuck you. We're
Mhm.
reviewing this. We're reviewing that too. Like it's game changing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I like it.
a little follow up.
It's
How do you feel about? Because I think it's kind of happening in a lot of sports, but kind of referees seeming like the calls they make. Are
I've seen it a
swing
lot
game.
more.
You know, it seems like it's coming up a little bit.
why is that?
That
She
they
asked
say
me, probably
it.
the parlays, man.
I feel like I've seen it a
Handles.
lot more where it's like, oh, look, like when they make memes out of it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's, they penalize players for saying stuff about them, but I mean, you got to hold them accountable at some point.
I saw a video of a high school game with it. It was so fucking blatant. Like it was just crazy. This was worse than the guy with the card. Remember the card where he slid the card for the first down? You don't remember
I
that?
remember that.
That was one of the first ones. It was like famous. It was an NFL game.
It
Anyway,
was an NFL game.
yes. Like he pulled out a card and he slid it between the first down
The post
marker
and the
and the
I
the ball?
Shut
I
up,
do remember
really?
something
and he was
like
like first down or some shit.
I think he like brought the chains out and it was like this far from being a first down. He was still like,
First down. No, you know what I thought is what triggered all of it was the Packer Cowboy game.
No, yeah.
fucking.
I mean,
And that
No,
was
I
when
think
the
it was
refs
before that,
the
but
refs
yeah.
were on strike at that point. So they were bringing in refs that and at that game I
Sorry.
remember
high school
Dez
association
refs.
refs.
wasn't it Dez that
catch.
yeah, he caught it.
he caught it?
Yeah, he did.
And- yeah, I didn't get
I
it.
hate the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys, and that was a catch.
That was it, yeah.
That wasn't a
That was
catch.
our year. Anyway,
How'd that go for you? I think we won that year, didn't we? Didn't
I
we
hate
win
that fucking play changed the definition of a catch.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, it did.
used to be the guy caught it. I mean, if you catch the ball and you make a football move, it's a catch.
well,
Yeah.
the rule had changed prior to that.
Oh, I think it changed after.
No,
It was after.
No, it was prior, and that was the first year that it was
Oh, I think you might be right.
because it was a catch, but then we're like, no,
But then,
he has
he
to
didn't-
maintain or some bullshit,
yeah. You're right.
and
Okay.
so
okay,
it was
now I
changed
see.
before that. The year before, had he done that, it would have been
That's
a
a
catch.
catch. And every year before that, like for a century, it was a catch.
Till the Packers
conversation today.
That still pisses my husband off. That still gets him.
But yeah, that high school game I'm talking about, they put the chains out, and he's like this much off, and the guy holding the
Adrian signaled about a foot for those of you listening.
about a foot, and the guy holding the chains or the stick or whatever, first down marker, he pulls it and he's there. He's looking down, and then the main ref is like, and he moves the ball over, and he's like, first down. And this guy, you can see this guy.
I think we're talking about the same one.
Yeah, he's just standing there like this, like, okay, and then he just walks away. But you could tell in his face, he was like, "Fuck,
The fuck just happened?
we shouldn't have done that, or he shouldn't have done that." Now making me look like asshole.
Yeah, man. I think all the cameras out.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Do
just
that
can't
shit
do that
anymore, but they still
anymore.
do. They do it all the time.
The replays, the angles, all the things that are now on the field that you can't get away with shit.
No,
You can't even get away with the
Unless
sidelines.
What's the one that the rule that I learned last week is when they like trying to decide whether or not somebody stepped out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
They have this one camera that's shot down the line, but not every stadium has that. So if you challenge it, they can't use that view to tell whether or not you stepped. So it might be
Really?
the clearest fucking view,
the best view.
and show that you like stepped out of bounds. They can't use it.
I didn't know
Because it
that.
happened last week. They didn't make the right call. And like the guys on TV were watching the view that we were watching, and they had to have the rules guy always comes on.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, they can't use that view because not every stadium has it, so it would be unfair. So they don't even get to see that. I'm like, what the?
That doesn't make sense, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to my cousin about it. In soccer, they got the goal line technology.
Yeah.
I really don't understand why like they can't use that in football for first downs or even out of bounds. Like, you have the technology.
Yep.
I mean, we're about to have the battle in the sky tomorrow.
And we can't elevate the first
We still
down or
can't
not?
get this
Fuck outta
together.
here.
The
We
first,
can't get this
the
shit
first
situated.
down markers is still like the guy's just like, oh, I think he was right
I
here.
think,
And
yeah.
just like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
looks about right.
I think that's why the aliens won't come back. We can't
Have
even
you
figure
seen
that
the
out, man.
offside?
Can't even get this shit right.
When
You're
they do the
pissing off the
offside calls
aliens.
in soccer and they review it.
Yeah.
And in Champions League, they got like fucking 3D models.
Man.
Like it shows the pimple on
finger.
his nose. Yeah.
It's like,
Turns it into like a video game automatically.
But we don't know if that's a first down. Yeah.
I don't get it. And then like the refs gather and they all are confused and like, well, I don't know. What do
I
you
don't know what you see.
What do I
you think?
say?
Yeah.
What do I say?
We got about 10 more seconds of sports before people turn us off.
Yeah,
If the ones that haven't already turned us off.
it's gonna get better. Don't turn it off. I mean, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I'm good.
Miles, what you want to talk about?
Oh man, the LeBron.
I fucking wrong.
That gave me enough, man.
We'll have to come back for that.
Hold on,
So you want to do it for 10
No, I
seconds
mean-
real quick?
I can't say.
Seconds
Take a little time,
and go.
man. I'm happy you guys decided.
Y'all
to
know
have
what
me
the
on.
bystander effect is?
The what? What is it?
Bystander effect?
Bystander. Mm-mm.
You want to look it up? I don't want to fuck up the definition of it. It's, when like you're out and something's happening to somebody.
Uh-huh.
I think the bystander effect says you're less likely to help somebody if there's other people around you. Whereas if you were alone and something was happening to somebody, you'd probably help.
Mm.
The bystander effect is a social psychological theory that people are less likely to help someone in need when others are present. This can happen in situations like witnessing violence, bullying, or crimes.
Mm.
I think the reason behind that is more of, well, there's a lot of people around, so I don't need to help. Somebody else is going to do it. That's my understanding of that.
You think it's that, or do you think it's if nobody else is helping, then maybe I shouldn't because it's not the right thing to do?
I don't know why I have that in mind where it's the mindset behind, or I don't,
Somebody else will do it.
this had to be a topic at some point, but it's because it's the mindset behind it. It's not because you don't want to help. It's well, no, there's a lot of people, like somebody else is going to do it. It's the feeling that, oh, well, I don't have to step up. Like I know someone else will do it because so many other people are here.
All right, so the question is, are you the type of person that will immediately help somebody, or are you the type of person that will say, somebody else will do it?
Depends on the situation. It genuinely depends on the situation. I'm usually one to assist or to like at least like, wait, what's going on? Like what?
But will you actually do it?
Yes. I'm usually one to.
So you're that person.
No, but that's what I'm saying, where it depends on the situation. I'm not a Karen where because I know there's certain situations where it's like, okay, some people need to mind their business type thing, but then there's others where it's like, hey, this person actually needs help. Like, help that person out.
So the one I've seen is like a lady rolls up in a wheelchair to stairs, and then, you know, she's just kind of there. People know that she needs to get down because she's just there. And a lot of people just walking by. They're looking, you know, they look back at her or whatever. They know what she wants to do.
I've seen that one before, but I feel for them because the fuck are you going to do? Like, I know what to do.
Well, I mean, they did
grew
it.
up
Somebody
with
did
my
it.
sister, right? And she was in a wheelchair, so I know exactly how to get her down those stairs in a wheelchair. I don't think most people do.
Probably not, but you can ask. I mean, like, are you trying to go
See, I
down
think
the
that's where it
stairs?
gets awkward for people.
But that's a perfect situation though, because I've just recently had that situation where there was a lady in a wheelchair and nobody was helping her, and she clearly
trying to
needed.
do?
She was trying to get in because I was at the dentist office, and she was trying to get in, and she was in a wheelchair, and it wasn't wheelchair friendly. Like, clearly, it was not. And I got my ass
be a
like there was
Fucking lawsuit right
Yeah,
there, man.
there was several people around, and nobody got up to open the door. Nobody tried to help, like nothing. So I got up and I opened the door, and she's like, "Thank you," and I was like, "Sure." She did that like 3 or 4 times, and I'm
I
like,
would have pulled out my phone and videoed the shit.
and at that point, that's why I was like,
That's why I
"All
would have
right,
done it if it
dude."
was my
either-
sister, just because it was my sister.
that was like, "All right, are you in or are you out? Like, what are we doing here?" Because, but you know what I mean. But that's what I'm saying. Where if it's a scenario like that, yeah, I'm one to help.
So you're the helper.
Yeah,
Okay.
sadly.
Miles?
Real quick before I answer that, what dentist office were you at?
No, don't tell him that. Tell me later.
Tell me later why.
This is where I'm
No,
suing,
no
I'm
reason.
suing.
Just, you know,
I'm going to pull up in the wheelchair.
I didn't say nothing, but I've been waiting to, you know,
I just-
come up on
I-
something.
Yeah.
Well, if you need a,
Man,
we'll
a
talk
lawyer.
after this.
I just need the address. That's fine. I'll take it from there.
Cut this part out.
Man, it's really who I'm a help. Probably 10 times out of 10. I can't help it, but it's who I am at this point. I can't. I mean, just what was it, Sunday? Yeah, flew in from the family for Thanksgiving. At the airport, waiting for my Uber. Take me back to my car, and some lady can't get a suitcase up, and I see she's kind of on her way to get in her car, and I'm like, man, there's no way she's gonna be here. So she like tries, and there's people walking by, and I'm just like, I can't just kind of sit back and kind of watch it go down, you know. So I'm that guy to help.
I'm done. I've done that at Home Depot.
Ooh,
Guy trying to
I
load
do
up.
that all the time.
so
Trying to load
so
up
here's
their
the
shit
thing,
and-
I won't do it at Home Depot.
Why?
Why?
They have people dedicated for that.
Yeah, but they won't
That's
fucking
true.
do it.
You know what?
Well, if it's an older person, but I'm not about to help a guy load up his whole load of lumber.
No, I won't do
No,
that.
I won't do that.
100
I won't do that.
2x4s and
No, I'm looking at the regular guy that bought something that's
Yeah,
heavier
you fucking
than
Oh, yeah.
washer, and
expected.
he's got to get on his truck.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm there.
I have been the person that needed the help, and nobody would fucking help me. I have been that person. True
Yeah,
story.
I would have.
Now
I
here's
would've
the thing:
asked.
like I'm the person that kind of refuse help.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Unless I absolutely know I'm
Yeah.
gonna need it. Yeah,
but if it's something that I know might take me a good minute, but I can still do it, I'm
really good at loading up shit by myself though.
Yeah.
So,
Look,
because I already got my
Yeah.
method up here and everything.
before I even get to the truck, I know exactly what I'm doing. So it's like now
Well,
I want to know if this is gonna work. Stay the fuck away. Like,
I've done the Home Depot where somebody came up and asked, and then he's like, "Can you help me out?" Like, fuck.
oh, they asked you. And you're
Yeah,
like, no, I'm
so-
good. And you're like, wait, can you help
You're
me?
like, no.
So he's helping everybody and asking for money.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
So like, I thought you were a nice guy, but
I never thought about that though. That makes sense though. Kind of not to do it when there's more people around because you kind of feel like somebody else.
No,
will take
so
care of
okay.
it.
Where my mind went was, you're CPR certified.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was in the situation
How
and
did you
it
know
happened
that?
like twice because he does the same thing we do.
yeah, no.
So
I'm just wondering, like,
we were. I don't remember why it happened 2 times in 2 consecutive days, where I was there when an ambulance showed up and I was, whatever.
Mhm.
But we were at my daughter's school and they just finished the program or something. And then all of a sudden, we're sitting there talking to the principal because my wife's the teacher and she's talking to her boss, whatever. We're standing chilling. Somebody comes and grabs them. Hey, they need you outside. And as soon as they said they need you outside, as somebody who does what we do, I'm like, oh, some shit went down, emergency services are rolling, something happened.
Yeah.
Sure enough, like 2 minutes later, a fire truck pulls up. And by this point, we're standing outside, and there's this lady passed out on the floor. And there's people all around her. And I know that I'm qualified and I'm trained to go assist this person. But I also know that the school has a nurse, and most teachers should be, but I know the principal for sure is. So, like, no, I'm not going to go over there and, like, somebody else can handle that, right?
Right.
But then I started, just inching over there anyway. And I realized that most of those people didn't have a fucking clue what they were doing. But by that time, the fireman's out of the truck and they're there. I'm like, they got it. But sometimes I think we assume that other people are going to help. And yeah, there might be a Karen there that's like fucking screaming at everybody. She might not have a clue what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of torn between this because I'm not the type of person that'll automatically just jump in and say, yes, I'll help you, because it's just not in me.
I will save the day.
But I will stick around and watch just in case,
Yeah, just in case some assistance is
Yeah.
needed.
You know what? I think
I will
that,
not pull out my phone.
I will say I think that is the reason why there's a percentage there of people that won't help for that reason, because they don't want to be recorded in case they do it wrong. They have a fear of what is that? What is it? The no good deed
The
Goes
Good
unpunished.
Samaritan. Oh.
goes unpunished.
Oh.
No good deed goes unpunished. It's a saying. The Good Samaritan law.
I was
is
gonna say,
the,
yeah, you have the Good Samaritan law to kind of protect you from that, though. So I mean,
I don't know, but it's. I feel like that's part of it, because the last thing I want to do is help somebody and end up on somebody
Quote,
else's
unquote.
TikTok
yeah,
as like, and me be bashed for helping someone. Does that make sense? Because I feel like that happens.
It happens all the time.
It happens. I think though when you
When you
with
clip
like
it-
the heart of helping, though, you can't really think too far past it or what's going to come with it.
Depends on the necessity.
Has anybody ever stopped to help somebody change their tire?
I have.
Yes.
They refuse me.
Sir, I
You have
can't
to?
help my.
Yes.
I can't change my own tire.
That's yeah, I know.
That's what I got. So I'm like, all right, fuck you then.
That's
No, I'm
something-
saying
that's
I
something
cannot.
that-
Oh, they
I
said
cannot-
I can. I can
I
change
mean-
my own tire.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, hold on. I know how to.
Uh,
If I'm in that situation, I'm not doing it. I'm calling someone else to do it
Why?
because I can't do it.
but you just said you know how to.
I know how to. Me knowing how and me actually
done
doing
it?
it.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
One time.
Mm. Mm.
Every other time I've had somebody
Yeah, I
come
mean,
and
I
rescue
know
me.
how to.
I know how to fly a
I know
plane.
how to.
but I'm not-
I know how to pull a baby out of a woman. For
No, you
C-section,
don't.
'cause
No,
I've
you
seen it done, but I can't do it.
I've been.
That's
Like, I know
something
the
that-
process.
I was given the process.
Yeah,
I know
I know,
how to
yeah.
do it all. Do I have the
No.
manly strength to sit there and undo a tire? No, I
It
don't.
doesn't
I'm not
take
gonna
manly
lie.
strength.
I was like,
It
yeah, it
takes a
doesn't
little knowledge of physics,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
leverage and stuff.
That's
I know
something
what
that
you're
I've been
saying. I
wanting,
refuse.
that I've been wanting to do. I don't know why.
you want to
Change the
change
tire?
somebody's tire?
Just stop and help somebody.
Oh,
'Cause I
I'll
know
let
that-
you know
'cause
when
I
my
know
tire
they would be
is
like really
ready.
grateful, or they can be like, "Get away from me."
yeah, pretty much. A lot of people are really like that. They either think you're gonna ask them for money, or I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. But
I mean, it's a crazy world now too.
Yeah,
you know,
can't even do that, and I
yeah.
think that's why I haven't.
I can understand
stopped.
like if a lady's pulled over by herself, why if she doesn't know the help that's coming to help her, why it'd be
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh,
but
hold
if you're
on.
on the side of the highway though, like what could happen?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's
This-
so many.
Middle of the day.
This goes hand in hand with the whole would you help? Okay. I was in a I was like 8-9 months pregnant and I was at Sam's and I needed help with a fucking watermelon. I needed help with the watermelon and water.
Watermelon's not that big.
Yeah.
Have you been 9 months pregnant before?
I mean, I'm getting close.
You clearly do no. No.
You needed help putting like the watermelon
In my cart. And then
oh,
from the
in the-
cart to
Nah, fuck that. No.
Wait,
hold on.
No.
Hold on.
That's
I went by myself, and this was my fault. Yes, I'm aware it was my fault for going by myself because I was like,
No,
I
we're
got
giving you
this.
shit because the watermelon's not that heavy. And I guarantee you, I know a lot of women that could carry it when they were 9 months pregnant. I know Yvette could.
Bruh, I could not.
well, I think my question is,
I literally tried, and I will give him that because there was one guy that worked
You tried
there.
picking up the watermelon. You physically couldn't do it.
No, I could not do it.
I don't believe you.
You didn't see me pregnant.
Were you like
feel
humongous?
My belly was.
I feel like people would see that and be like, Nah.
Yeah.
I
Like-
think
No.
for me, it's like if you can't pick up the watermelon, I gotta start questioning a lot of
Oh,
things.
wait, hold on.
Now the water, like if you're talking like a 24, 30
Yes,
pack of water,
yes,
that's
I
a
had
little
that
different.
too.
But a watermelon?
I had that too.
Man.
And there was one guy, and he was super Southern. Like, you could tell by his, like, accent. He was like, ma'am,
Yo, I'm gonna go
do you
ahead.
need help, ma'am? And
You
I looked
said
at him, I was like, yeah. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yeah.
Also, can you wait for me outside my car?
Oh, well, and so he put it in the car, right? I paid, leave, and I'm like, well, I didn't think this through. Who the hell is going to take it out of the car and put it in my truck?
How big was this watermelon?
It's a matter of, it was big. It was a big watermelon.
This
It
is
wasn't
like
like a
a-
little melon. I'm talking about a
I know what a
watermelon.
watermelon looks like.
This is a 3-time state fair winner watermelon.
I guess so.
You know what, judgmental
I need to go to
Susie?
Sam's.
I guess Costco's slacking on their water.
I know.
They
so,
are.
so did you
They
expect him to like
No, I
place it
didn't
in your
expect
car and then like follow
no,
you?
No,
See?
not at all.
Okay.
Well, by the time I was in my car, that's when I looked at it and I was like, well, I didn't think this shit through because I didn't.
Is it like you couldn't reach the watermelon?
I think that was more of the issue. It's the yes, that was the issue. Yes, that was the issue because it was a matter of like I couldn't get it and I couldn't get it out of the car. I'm short. I couldn't even get it out
so
of
that's
the
why I asked
car.
if you were huge, because if you have like a humongous belly and you physically cannot reach the watermelon,
I could not reach
get
it. I like
but-
literally couldn't. Yes, now that you say that, that was the
Okay.
issue because
Yeah,
I
I'm
kept
glad you
looking
cleared
at
that
it.
up because
I kept looking at it because I was like, how do I like? And I was literally, I was trying so hard. I remember I called Daniel after, and I was like, you know what?
I should have picked it up. Like,
I was like, this is stupid.
backwards. Sometimes.
Now you're just walking around with a watermelon.
How close am I?
I think that's what it was. It was a matter of I could not reach it, and every like which way I tried to, it wasn't happening. You know what, y'all,
you know what?
y'all judge
You
me
might
too
have
much.
an invention, some type of invention for pregnant women.
You're
And
right.
watermelons.
Watermelon holder.
You're right. I'm gonna work on that one.
We'll sketch
I'm
that
gonna
up.
work on that one.
Let's work on that.
Nobody came to help me, by the way.
Oh,
You just said that guy helped you.
just left
No,
it in the
that-
cart.
Excellent, gentlemen.
But
Oh,
once
after?
I got,
So what'd you do?
what did I do?
You did it.
You got like one hand.
I somehow like it was.
up.
You flipped the car over. You just took the whole cart.
Yeah,
I can pick
like,
the
I'm
cart
just
up.
gonna take
I
this.
just couldn't get
I'm just
down
taking
there.
this. I'll bring it back. I got you. I'll bring it back. It was a struggle.
That's funny.
But have you ever been in a situation where you help somebody translate and they get offended?
Help somebody.
no.
translate.
You
I don't-
translate for someone.
Well, I would say for me, no.
No,
I don't have that. I've never had that problem. I translate a little bit, but not crazy.
Where you're helping because you're helping.
You think you're helping?
You think you're helping, and then they're like,
No,
I
I
got
don't.
it.
I don't do that. I think we might have talked about this a long time ago. I don't because for that reason.
people get offended.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be offensive. It was meant to be helpful.
Yeah, but you know what? Fuck you. I don't want to risk offending you. So
I think
And that's where you
something
go
like that.
on.
It'll be okay.
But
Yeah.
that's the well,
and
you
we're
don't
talking
know.
about somebody that you don't like. You're not talking to them. They're not with you. You just see them struggling, and you try
Yes.
to help. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not getting in there.
Yeah, I think there's a big difference in
Lesson
saying
learned.
like something like that and somebody that's like in danger or in dire need of, you know.
Trying to get assistance or
Yeah,
something. I don't know.
that's just making your day a little easier.
So you've done it, I'm guessing.
Translate it for people.
Yeah, and got rejected.
I've been more so I ask like, do you need help? Like that's the question that I ask. It's do you need help?
Mhm.
And either they're gonna be like, oh, like okay, you can understand me, and then there's assistance. But I've also been where it's like, oh, are you like, do you need help with it, or do you need help? And they're like, no. I'm like, all right, well, fucking struggle then. Go
Nah, I
for
never
it.
had.
Keep struggling.
I never asked. They asked me, like, hey, can you help me make this person understand what I'm trying to say?
I've had that before too.
That's a tough one for me. I don't know why.
Which one?
The translating one, because it happens to me all the time at work, especially, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I stopped offering people help for that reason. Like if they want help, they'll look around, and if I see them looking around, then maybe I'll offer help. But if they're just like,
You know what's
fucking
funny
trying
though?
to push through.
I think a lot of people have that kind of mentality because I mean, a lot of times we sit in huddles and a lot of the foremans and lead guys, they don't speak the best English. And man, sometimes I'm like, man, we got a lot of people in here that can help out translating. We're just here sitting for about 30 seconds trying to understand. I was like, man, just kind of make it easier. But I think it's that kind of what you're saying, like kind of people don't want to get in there and kind of get involved because of that reason.
And it, to some extent, does them a disservice, right? If you don't let them, the only way they're going to learn is if they practice.
For sure.
And if you don't let them practice, they're not going to fucking learn. So unless they ask for help, I'm not going to help them.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that know that I speak Spanish. They'll sit there. Some people know that I speak Spanish and sit there and talk to me in English and struggle. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. I'm here for it. Let me sit down though, because it might take a minute.
I've had that too, where we're speaking in English and I can't fucking understand. I was like, would you rather speak in Spanish? And
they say
I
no.
can't
Sometimes.
And they say no?
Well, he said no, or
Sometimes
he
they
gets
say no.
upset.
That drives me
But
crazy.
I can't understand him in Spanish either.
Well,
So
that's
it's just the way he talks. I'm like, bro, I can't understand
I've
anything.
had-
you're
A lot of the
saying.
language isn't the problem. It's
I've had that where I've literally asked you, or it's more of like I know Spanish if you need assistance, and they'll keep going in English, and I'm like, bro, I was trying to help you out because I
They're
can't
trying to
understand
practice.
you.
I get it. They don't want to. They know how to speak Spanish.
right.
They don't need practice with that. So,
But I need to know what you're saying.
but they know that if it comes down to it and they don't get it across, then they can always tell you in Spanish.
Yeah.
So let them practice with you.
suppose.
I agree with that because
I don't have the patience.
a lot of the guys that I work with,
Sorry.
if
I don't have patience.
If I know they don't speak English, I'm gonna try my best to speak Spanish to them. And my Spanish is it's terrible, but I mean I can understand it to really good. But I mean in terms of speaking it, it's terrible. But I mean I'm still trying, and they work with me.
That's
I think that's appreciated a lot more than I think that's appreciated.
Yeah.
Even just the effort that is put.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
Just depends on the situation, I guess.
You married, single?
I am single, yes sir.
Yeah. I guess, Adriana, do you have things in your house that your husband or kids cannot touch?
No.
I was gonna ask this in the past couple. I don't know how long has it been since you've been here. I'm just kidding. You missed 1 week.
No, I don't. I gave up on that. At one point,
so there
Oh, so
was?
you did. Yeah.
at one point, yes. At
What
one
was it?
It was
What candle was it? I'm just kidding.
no. It was actually. It's actually more. Honestly, it was more.
What towel was it?
My mom gave me a bunch of childhood stuff, and it was like, and now they're considered collectibles, but my kids have destroyed all of it.
I'm meaning more like your decor.
No, not
Like there's towels
again.
in the bathroom. They're like, no, these are not for fucking drying.
At one point,
You know, like I know
These
there's a
aren't
towel.
for us.
no.
These are for the guests.
I think I think the first 2 years of marriage, I had that. I had the blanket you can't touch because it's decoration. Don't touch
Yeah.
it. The candle that it's decoration. You don't light it. The towels that no, you don't dry yourself with those. Those are
The
for
fuck, they're
decoration.
towels.
Yeah, but they're
When they're
decor.
engraved. Okay.
Man, y'all are.
So what you do, you just wipe your hand on
No,
the back.
nobody
of it.
has.
Yeah.
I mean,
They'll never see it.
I don't think you have that. That's why I didn't ask it. And
But now that
I don't have
Wait.
that.
No, I do.
I gave up.
100% do.
I gave up.
Anything
This
in this
fucking
room. Anything in this room.
yeah,
I gave up on that. Like,
Okay.
and it was more so as
That's not
I had
true.
more kids, I quit.
Yvette swears I don't let her in this room, but I don't care.
He said it might be true. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
so, I mean, she can come in, just don't touch
just don't touch
anything.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did, and maybe later in life when my kids aren't masters of mass destruction, I will.
I don't
But
think that'll ever happen.
Yeah, so,
well,
yeah.
then there you go. But I gave up on that.
But see,
Okay.
you can teach your kids not to do that. You know that, right? Because Olivia is 100% a master of mass destruction, unless she's in this room.
So, and this is maybe why I don't. is because my mom had a living room that we were not allowed to actually live
Yeah, oh,
in.
yeah, one of those.
Yeah,
My
mom had
grandma-
one.
My mom did
Yeah.
too.
My
Hey,
grandma,
don't sit on those couches. What are you doing?
my grandma, she said
Yeah.
the bed, the pillows on the bed, you don't touch them. Like it was, I have grandma and mom that were very like, and as a kid, I remember that, and I used to hate it. Where I'm like, what? That doesn't even make sense.
Wait, okay, so
The plates you don't
to
need.
add to what I just said, Olivia can come in this room and she can touch anything in here, but
Just
she
don't break it.
understands that they're not toys. They're
Okay.
instruments. She can play them, but she can't play with them.
Mm-hmm.
And you can teach your kid that with anything, starting from 0.
And for example, puzzles. I like to do puzzles. When I get started on one, they know do not touch it.
What?
They do know that. They know because they will lose them.
I feel
You're
like
just I feel like you're
they
a
should
big
know
old
that.
Karen.
I feel like they should know that.
Exactly. But as far as like other stuff, no, I don't have that. Not anymore.
Do they help you with the puzzles?
Yes. I let them.
How do
yes.
they help you without touching them?
No way. They're not allowed to touch it if we're not doing the puzzle.
They need supervision.
So they can't work on the puzzle without you.
No, they can't. They're gonna lose it. Do you realize I have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old?
Okay, the 1-year-old, obviously. But
The 5-year-old?
borderline.
I can see the 5-year. If I was
Yes, it's
5, I
close,
would just want to
close.
destroy it too. So
No, wait till they
Yeah,
get two
man,
pieces
yeah.
together and be like,
Oh, they fucking just like, I know this goes here. They're just banging it.
tear a little piece off and make it.
Mom, where are the scissors?
This piece is in the way. It's not cut right.
All right, that's fair.
So, as far
I
as
forget your
like,
kids are as little as they are.
so it's an age thing. They're learning though, especially my
But they
oldest.
only learn if you teach them.
You're right.
Okay.
But that's why my oldest, it's now it's different than with the younger two. She wants to learn how to do that. Okay, cool. This is how you do it. This is how you got to be. This is how you do it.
That's how you make
I
mom
feel like
happy.
you
Okay.
you need to make them do a easier, smaller puzzle, and then like destroy it when they're almost done.
Like wait till they
And
go
they'll
through like
realize-
what, the last
Did you-
piece and
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
They'll
Did
realize
you like
you-
how that
Are,
felt?
They'll
are, you
realize
the,
the
are you the
importance.
type to like spray the puzzle to make sure it stays and keeps it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. My grandma
I
was
end
like
up
that.
destroying it.
So she has like a bunch of puzzles.
She did, yes. You know how people have like photo albums? Yeah,
She
will-
has puzzle albums.
Yeah, she'll finish a puzzle, spray it, and
Nice.
then it'll stick.
didn't
and then
know that
she'll
was
put
a
it
thing.
In like a, yeah,
So,
it's
yeah,
a thing.
people do
Yeah.
that. It's cool.
I didn't know that
I
was a
don't
thing.
have
Yeah.
room to store anything, so I can't do that. But
Yeah, no, that was
I
her.
enjoy puzzles. Like they're
The
fun.
only thing I did grab is like a rolly thingy where you can put the entire puzzle on it and then you can roll it up
Oh, okay.
and put it away and then you can unroll it and it's
That's cool.
still in place.
I don't
didn't
think
know
she-
I was
don't
I
think she
keep
had
looking
that.
at those on TikTok, and I almost bought one last week because we do like
Last week.
once or twice a year. We'll do a puzzle, like I think like 2 or 3 New Year's Eves in a row because we stopped going to the New Year's Eve party. We just do a puzzle and watch movies.
Mm.
So I wanted like a way to keep the puzzle, but I don't have anywhere to store them. So
Have you guys ever bought anything from TikTok Shop?
No, but I've been wanting to.
I have 2 things. One was a hat holder because my husband has hats
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a little clippy thingy where you just stick it on the wherever you want it and you could just like clip the hat. Still in the
Portable-
box.
A portable hat holder?
Yeah, no, you just like put it either on your closet or
okay.
like whatever wall you want to put it on. It's still in the box.
I thought you just go in any room and just throw it where you want.
No.
Yeah,
Maybe.
never bought anything, but I've clicked on a lot of shit.
It's iffy, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I've
that like,
gotten
it's
stuff.
a good
I
idea,
don't
but you know
trust
the
it.
quality's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I don't buy anything.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. I did get the little. There's like a little thingy.
Oh,
That's
your
the logical term.
description is- yeah.
It looks like a video game, but you put cards in it, and like it reads the card to you. It's like for the baby, so she can learn words.
Hmm.
You know, like you put it
Like a
in.
leapfrog?
Yeah, kind of. Except
Yeah, I'm not a baby in like 12 years, so
Have you bought it?
my
You haven't
technology
bought
is way
anything?
big. Yeah,
No, that's the thing. I bought a couple things. That's what I say. It's either hit or miss. I
Yeah,
bought a
what'd you
little
buy?
dresser that kind of expected what I want out of it. I mean,
a dresser.
It's
Really?
better than,
no, it's not. I wouldn't even call it a dresser.
It's better than Temu, right?
I think
would
that
say
is
it is
Timo.
Because I've heard Temu's like
I almost think it's Temu, but it gets to you a little bit faster than Temu.
It's Timu, but
Never bought
Shein.
anything from Temu.
Yeah.
it's like a.
You'll still be waiting for it if you did.
Sheen takes forever.
There's a few
Shein,
things that I've
Shein.
seen that I'm like, I want to get that.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
what?
But then I'm like,
But
no.
then you're like, no, you know how it's gonna be when you get there, and you're gonna be disappointed.
So
Yeah.
I don't.
I probably won't
There's
do
this
nothing else.
There's this sweeper broom thing that looks like a lawnmower that I want to get for the job.
Oh, I've seen that, the automatic push
Like,
broom.
Yeah, you just push,
Push
it and
it
it like
just
sweeps
rotates.
up
Man,
a
Have you
a
looked
hard
for
floor,
it?
And I'm like,
I definitely saved
That
that.
would've worked
and
for me.
bookmarked it. I
Me
definitely
too.
did.
What I just
only $100
learned.
bucks.
Have you looked for it on Amazon? That same product?
That's what I do.
No, I haven't.
When I find something like,
Yes.
hey, you should buy this. I'm like, that looks cool. Let me go to Amazon real quick.
Yes,
Amazon.
and
Yeah.
chances
Yeah,
are
I
it's
guess-
actually cheaper on Amazon. That's
And
And
happened
there's like
twice.
more options too.
Yes,
Because they weren't the only one.
and
that
then
had
it
that
all
idea
comes
or
up,
Whatever. Yeah.
and then they all
And
come
then you
up
probably get it way faster too.
Yeah.
So,
next
I have it
day.
here by between
2
5
days.
and 10 p.m.
They don't do that as much as before.
I've seen a couple same days.
Yeah, I get that all the time. I don't know what you're ordering, but
You gotta have the Amazon Prime.
A lot of shit. I do have Prime.
You can definitely do same day.
excuse
they
me.
don't. No, they don't.
I do it all the time.
They've
I've
screwed
seen
me
it.
over with the same day.
I'm a witness.
Like I don't.
You know how LeBron has his little witness thing?
I don't order. Fuck LeBron. I don't order shit from them unless I can get it right now or overnight. Between 4 and 8 in the morning.
I will show you how many
See,
times
that's the time.
I
that
can
never
tell you.
happens for me for,
How is
for
your
my
way the
house.
fuck out there?
Yeah. So there must be
Yeah, we'll
Some-
There's a
get to you.
warehouse.
We'll get to you.
nearby,
We'll get
sure,
to you.
yeah.
yeah.
We don't live that far from each other.
Well, he does.
No, I know that, but
Yeah,
I'm
but you and
saying
her.
every time I order
Well,
something,
I don't know what you're buying, but
It
the shit I
says-
buy is available.
it says same day, and then I'm like, cool, and then I'll get a notification. Just kidding, it's coming tomorrow.
Is that the just kidding part too?
Doesn't
it
say
like-
the just kidding.
Psych.
It's psych. Psych.
Sucker. It's coming tomorrow.
How
It's
many?
coming next week.
How many kids you got?
45.
Kids or okay,
Kids, yes.
let's talk about that. Define kids.
You know what?
How many?
I honestly didn't.
No,
at
because
all.
okay, people
children
ask
have
you
you
that
produced?
all the time.
Right.
How many kids you got? Well, one, because the other one's an adult.
Oh,
But is that what you mean? Like how many children have you fathered?
How many
Well, I mean,
children?
Children. That is so complicated.
How many
I mean,
children
when you're-
have you raised?
Yeah.
Well, I've only fully raised one.
See,
I'm in the
do you see how
process with the other
complicated
one.
it gets?
Like, it does get complicated. I got two. I got a 25-year-old
How
and a
many
12-year-old.
people on this earth have your DNA?
Well,
that I
see,
know of?
that it got
Two.
even more complicated.
Yeah, two.
Okay, 2. And
Yeah.
you have 3.
hmm
And you
I have two.
Okay.
And you?
I have one dog. That's it, man.
Damn.
He's like,
Good job.
How'd you get your DNA into that one?
Yeah.
You don't want to know, man. It's a lot of stuff to do with some,
complicated, yeah.
with some aliens and some other
What kind of dog?
pit bull.
Wow.
A full pit or a mix? A
Man,
bully?
I have mixed feelings about pit bulls.
Sitting right
I
there.
love pit bulls. Oh,
Fucking, they're good-looking dogs.
That's my boy, man.
they are. They're good dogs. They're very good dogs.
That
Oh, yeah.
depends on who you ask.
Nah, he's a good dog.
That's true. The one that we had was, well, by we is a lot of people. The one that my brother-in-law had was a really good dog. Really, really good dog.
Andreas is really good, right?
Yeah. I mean, so far. I think that's the thing with pit bulls, right?
Yeah,
They're good as long as they're good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm like,
What do you mean?
I'm a big dog person. Like, I like dogs, all dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer
Like
the ugly
Max.
ones and labs. I like pit bulls, but I do think that each dog has each breed has its
Fraud.
Same thing.
like temperament and there are things that they're known for and
Mm-hmm.
that they will do. Like a Chihuahua, I had a Chihuahua, the first one that I had, or that Yvette had, was the quietest fucking Chihuahua you've ever met.
Peep.
That totally did not
I don't
fit
think I've ever
the
heard of
mold.
that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Right? So there are exceptions to the rule, but every other fucking Chihuahua I've had since then has been a yappy little fuck that I hate. And pit bulls have a reputation for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been around a lot of pit bulls, and they're really nice fucking dogs. And Andrea's dog is really
Scary.
fucking nice. But that is literally the biggest pit bull I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His head is like
Huge.
massive.
But that's
And
a
I
specific
totally
breed,
see
though.
like this dog. If he decided to go nuts, I'm
Something-
like it's over.
Nothing you can do to stop.
Yeah. But he's the nicest fucking goofiest fucking
and that's
dog
how
ever.
I feel about him, man. He's the sweetest dog.
Gentle giant.
Man, I mean, babies that come around. He loves kids. Like he
Yeah.
gets mad when he can't. He goes to playgrounds and likes to like climb up and like
Aw.
go
Yeah,
down
that,
the
like that
slide.
dog I'm talking about's been here. Like
He's a
hanging
big
out with
old
all the
kid.
kids.
Like he starts
Fucking
crying when he sees kids
knocks him over
playing
because he
off
licks
and-
him. He's so big, he's
Yeah.
just like, woof, and the kid, there goes the kid flying. But,
But
whatever. But
he also has that like switch when he knows he's in protective mode, and he has that switch too.
I think they all do. Right?
Yeah.
All dogs.
I
do
think
that.
the
But I don't
owners
think-
have a lot to do with
Yeah,
it.
Huh?
I was about to say,
I think that's a lot. That there's a big controversy behind it, but I think the owners have a lot to do with it. I think
I don't disagree with that, but like I said, along with that, just like your kids, your dogs are going to be the dog you raise, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think dog breeds have their own little thing. Like I didn't race that fucking dog that you hear barking in the background to yap. That's just what you always do.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
that's just what
That's
they
your
fucking
thing.
do. Like that's their thing. And pit bulls are super strong, and when they
Yeah,
want
they
to
are.
be, when they choose to be aggressive, there's nothing you can do about it.
yeah.
It doesn't
That's
make
true.
them a bad dog. It just means if that switch flips and they decide to go there, it's over.
Yeah, I think it kind of can come back to the owners because, for example, like mine with dog parts. I mean, he gets along with dogs. He's neutered, so he doesn't have that testosterone
Yeah.
where he just wants to dominate
It's
everything.
good. Yeah.
But at the same time, he likes fetch, and when he's playing fetch,
you can't take the ball away.
no, you can. He drops it.
Okay.
I taught him that because if you don't, it's wild. But the thing is, if other
If
dogs
another dog goes,
and other stuff start bothering him, he'll let it go on for about 2 or 3. But then on that third time, he's gonna want to say something about it, and he's just gonna do that. He might just say something. Hey, I'm here, but like still, with it being a pit, you already got that that view on him. So it's certain situations you gotta.
So
and I think a lot of it. Go ahead.
no, go.
I think a lot of it is like you said. He's gonna want to have something to say about it, right? And the second he does, somebody's gonna have a problem with it
Yep.
because he is a pit, and that's just gonna exacerbate the situation.
Yeah.
And it's
You got to know what dog you have and kind of what situations
Yeah.
they can be around and for
You
how
ever
long
had
too.
you ever had those issues where, your dog shouldn't be out here or anything like that?
I haven't had it. Luckily, we was at a dog park and it was an older dog, and honestly, if you ask me, I honestly think he was just hating on the other dogs because they could move and run, and he had like a limp and stuff. But so what he would do is like, hey man, you hate everything. You always be a hater somewhere. So like dogs would run off, and like my dog, he just wants to fetch, come back, he'll drop it, sit, he'll stay until you
Oh,
you release
goodness.
it. But this dog was waiting, and like I mean, as close as we are to each other, that's as close as it was. And when my dog go off, he would like snap at him. So
A hater
my-
dog. He was legit
He was
hating.
legit hated.
he was asking for it.
Yeah, because he couldn't get out there and reach it for it. But at the same time,
What was he wearing?
but the guy's owner is like, man, he's somebody that comes to the park, just talks to people, but doesn't watch the dog. And if you have a big dog,
Yeah.
you have to watch your dog 100% of
Always.
the time.
Yeah.
And so my dog went off. He snapped at him, and my dog's name is Maji. Maji went a little bit and stopped.
He said,
could
"What
tell-
the fuck you say?"
And he kind of just looked, and he's like, "Oh no, let me go get the ball." And then I'm in my head, I knew. I was like, "He has one more time.
He has one.
He's got one more time." And my dog's not gonna maul him to death, but he's gonna let him know he's there. And came back and ran again, and he snapped at him again. And Maji turned around and literally like flipped him
Mother
up and like
what?
pinned him down. It was like barking in his face.
domination.
Yeah, and
That's what dogs do.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they do. I'm not gonna let them maul, but you still gotta let dogs be
Yeah,
dogs. So let him do it and let him get out. But I mean, everybody saw it. I mean, his dog was grumpy, barking at every other dog, snapping.
Hating. Gives you know that
He had a
hate.
Karen dog.
Yeah, definitely.
That dog, Andrea's dog was here with Leslie's dog one day, and they got into it, and everybody was freaking the fuck out because
Yeah,
that dog could have fucking. And Mushu, my daughter's dog, it's a what the fuck are they?
Bushu.
Grand Pyrenees or something like that. They're
Oh,
fucking huge
yeah.
dogs. Again, huge head, but they're not. I mean, whatever. The pit bull could have taken them out, and they were going at it, and the pit bull was just trying to assert his dominance as they do, and everybody's freaking out. I'm like, just let them. They're not fighting.
yeah,
They're just trying to do what dogs do.
yeah.
And then they got done, and it was over with.
That's
Like,
a pet peeve of mine. It's like people don't let dogs be dogs.
yeah.
You have to. It's who they are. I mean,
Yeah,
you
they
can't stop it.
smell
You're
shit.
taking me back to a certain because my dog got really aggressive with her kid because she had puppies, and Alberto, my brother, kept one, and he came to visit, and he brought his dogs, and that did not go well. But one of them started bleeding, so it was like, okay, we're not gonna.
Okay, but it's not that big a deal, unless they like took a chunk out of them. It's not that big a deal.
Oh yeah.
They have teeth. They're sharp. They're gonna cut into something. As long as it's just whatever, it's fine.
And my dog, man, he's gotten into it. So he stays. When I go out of town, sometimes I had an ex-girlfriend that lived in Houston. That's why I was like, I know your drive to Houston, but they have land up there. And
wait, we're gonna talk about my drive to Houston here in a minute.
Yeah, you say I could tell by your face earlier. It did something to you.
Yes.
But I mean, man, he's been attacked by wild hogs, gotten fights with like little cougars.
Damn.
Man, it's bad. Like when this is done, I'll show you some pictures. But they ripped him up pretty bad. But I mean, when he goes out there, that's why I'm saying he has that flip of when he needs to protect and stuff. So I mean, but I also know he's good with little dogs. So
Have you had him since he was a puppy?
I've had him since he's been 9 months.
That's young enough.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think so.
He's still a good size.
I think you're right. The owner has everything to do with it, right? So if you don't raise your dog to be aggressive, he's not going to be aggressive,
Right.
but he's still a pit bull.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the end. That's the end of it, I guess. I don't know.
Joe
Yeah.
It's
watches.
like, okay, if
Joe
my
watches
if
dog.
there's a Chihuahua
just so you know, for free.
decides to be a Chihuahua, he's not going to kill anybody.
So, right. No. Right. But I guess in my head, there's, for example, if there is a dog that I don't know, whatever it is, whether it's a pit or a Chihuahua, my first instinct, because my kids, they like dogs. My first thing is, nay. No, that's a dog. At the end of the day, you don't know the dog. You don't know anything about it. So you don't.
Well, you ask the owner, can I pet your dog?
No, right. But my thing is, like, is it wrong to. I don't know how to word it. Whereas, like, is it wrong to be more of like, no, they're the animals, so it's an animal instinct, whatever that
You
may
should
be.
definitely teach your kids that animals are animals. Like,
Okay.
you have to teach your kids you don't just fucking walk up to a wild animal.
Right.
Because they're
like
wild animals.
lions. Like lions.
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, Olivia learned it because she will pet every fucking dog.
Mm-hmm.
But she learned at a young age because one old man, she went up to pet it and she's like, "Don't pet my dog."
Oh.
Ask,
Yeah.
can I pet your dog? Because not all dogs are friendly.
Yeah.
And that doesn't
Agreed.
just because they're not friendly, it doesn't mean they can't be out. If the dog is just sitting there minding its own business, leave it alone.
100% agree.
Yeah. So
Does-
can I pet your dog? No, he's not friendly. Fair enough. I'll
Yeah.
walk away. Like,
And I think you should just ask, because my dog's the type is like,
If you scare him? Yeah.
if he sees that I know you guys,
yeah,
he's just
I had one of those.
Comfortable.
He's a baby to you guys. But like everybody
Comfortable.
else is like you gotta
Yeah, I don't know.
pass the
Yeah.
check system kind of
Yeah.
first, you know. So
I
it's
had
good to walk up and do
fucking
that.
Milo was like that.
Yeah.
He was a chow.
Milo.
Mm-hmm.
Chow.
Everybody you know he's cool with. But like
Other
the
people, not so much. Yeah.
And he's friendly, but he knows when he's in that mode. Like,
Yep.
who do I need to check right now?
Respectfully, I'm done with dogs after these two.
Wait, I got two more for you.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Nope, we're done for a while.
Told them that you watch dogs for free.
No, yeah.
Gee,
See,
really?
everyone want to drop them off for real.
Oh
You go
yeah.
on vacation, just fucking drop them off in my backyard.
There's been times when I show them like, whose dogs are these? There's dogs back there that I've never
I don't
seen,
know,
and
they'll
I'm
be gone
like, he's
Monday.
like, oh, I'm just watching them.
I'm just watching.
My
Like,
dogs
okay,
are used
cool.
to it. It's cool.
Yeah.
There's 10 dogs back
But the
there.
little fucking Chihuahua, obviously, he's gonna go start shit, and if somebody eats him, I don't care. I don't like that fuckers. It's fine
He like
Damn.
just tiptoes around little dogs though. Like
because they're all little bitches. That's why
they'll snap at him.
he knows he's gonna get blamed for it.
Yeah. That's
No matter
exactly
what
how it
happens to a
looks.
little dog, he's gonna get blamed for it. Fuck little dog.
I saw Karma over the weekend.
Comey's?
Yeah.
She's cool.
Yeah. Karma's cool.
She's ugly, but she's cool.
So, over the weekend, you were in Houston.
Tell us more.
Dude, I drive to Austin often. It used to suck because 35 was under construction and it was like fucking construction traffic.
Yeah.
Was?
It's not under construction anymore, and the traffic doesn't suck. Like I get there in 2.5, 3 hours, whatever. Houston has no construction.
Oh.
It was fucking bumper to bumper traffic there and back.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 5 hours to get back yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most fucking ridiculous thing I have ever experienced.
It's
in my
taken
life.
me 7 before to come back
What
from
the
Houston.
fuck?
We were stopped. I mean,
would've cried.
I cut my car off for 2 hours.
From Spring?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like north.
It's
like
north.
You,
You're not
you
even-
got, you
you're
got
not
stuck
even
on the 2
going.
lanes right there on 45.
It's all 2 lanes, all the fucking
Yeah,
way.
the whole way. Yeah. And then somebody's in an accident.
Fuck that.
I did.
You didn't see nothing?
I was
it
just
doesn't
like,
make sense at some point.
As soon as I saw what the GPS was telling me, it was gonna. I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna watch the Niner game on the road because the plan was I'll get home in 3 hours, which is more than enough time to get here from Spring,
yeah.
and I'll watch the game here. No, I watched half of the game on the fucking road.
I feel your pain, man. We just connected because
It's man.
that is my
fuck.
least favorite road in the entire world to drive on.
I guess it's gotten bad.
It is terrible.
Kind of bad.
Because when I was living out there, it never took me that long.
And you know what? I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say it was Thanksgiving weekend.
Don't do that.
That's true.
Don't do that. I went on like a random weekend in like July. Don't.
I've never experienced anything like that. For a trip that short, never.
Hmm.
Bumper to
Yeah,
bumper traffic.
I never
And you
did
can
that.
see, like, because going to Houston is not like going to Austin. There's hills. So
Yeah.
you can, like, see for fucking miles, nothing but taillights.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where you're like, okay, I have to mentally just tell myself I'm fucked.
That they're
Yeah.
Christmas lights.
You're done.
Yeah. And just enjoy it.
Yeah, okay.
Just enjoy it. Find a good podcast, find a good fucking audio, something.
Yep.
It was terrible
I'm right
both
there with you.
ways.
That's crazy. No, I never.
But on the way there,
I
like
wanna
Ivette
say
and
it was
Olivia were
that.
asleep the whole time, so they don't have a clue.
They're like,
But they
that was a
experienced it
short
on the way
ride.
back, and oh man,
No, yeah, that's a valid reason.
never again. I'm flying next year. I'm sure she's doing that fucking clinic again.
Maybe they'll have that fucking
The
train ready or
yeah.
something.
I wish they would.
Is that still work? I don't know.
They keep talking like every 2 years it comes up again. And they never build it. So
Oh, they said it's supposed to cut time crazy
But like an hour, I think,
an
to
hour
get
from
there.
here to Houston.
until sometimes the train has traffic lights. It's just gonna happen some type of way, man.
It's just gonna
Somebody
be-
fell on the tracks.
It's just gonna be trains in front of trains, and it's like,
We don't even
what's
know where
going
they came
on?
from.
What- How'd this train get here? Just people making trains.
Did y'all get anything on Black Friday?
I mean, I went shopping, but
I got stuck in traffic, but that's beside the point.
Is Black Friday even like Black Friday shopping anymore, man?
It ain't.
you know,
That's where I was going. With
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
I mean, where did we go? We did some other shit on Black Friday, but the 2 stores we did go to, it was like, but what are the specials? Like, what is it that?
So do you think
Yeah.
COVID killed Black Friday? Do you think people bitching about Black Friday killed Black Friday?
I think it's
Online.
combination.
online.
I'm with you. I think online shopping.
You think
killed-
Cyber Monday killed
Mhm.
Black Friday?
Not
been
Cyber
around for a
Monday.
I
while.
just I think malls are going to be done for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Pretty soon.
Surprised they're not done yet.
I mean, everybody gets everything from online. It's faster.
But you still have to be able to go somewhere and get something right now, right?
But I think they started
Do I though?
not really doing deals. I seen a lady recently make a video. I think she was at Target on Black Friday. You know, they got the little signs in the little case, and she like removes it. And you
Same
see
price.
yeah, same price from the sign behind.
It's actually more expensive.
I actually I noticed it for today.
Oh yeah,
There was a specific something that I wanted to get.
What was it?
It's a like a not a recliner. It's like a chair. You know the fancy chairs, the ones that you don't actually sit in. Yeah, I wanted to get one of those.
No. No.
Yeah, one of those.
you asked
We
your
just
question a
talked
little
about that.
earlier.
And I wanted to get one of those where it's like an accent chair.
Okay, I feel like you weren't being truthful earlier when I
No,
asked.
you can. No. I 100%. There's nothing in my house that you can't.
I don't
touch.
believe you now.
You
Nobody
know,
believes
what?
you. Nobody.
I'm trying to think,
All
what
our
can't
followers.
you touch?
They think you're a liar.
That's fine. I was gonna get this chair, and when I was gonna get it, I think a few weeks ago, it was $225. The same chair is still in my cart. It's 3 something, and it's like
It's the Black
20
Friday
some
special.
percent off.
It's marked down from 4.
And I'm like, how?
50.
I was like, how does that work exactly? Then I will wait until it goes back down. Like,
To its normal price.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't buy anything.
that's why. Yeah,
So on Thursday, I went to Walmart and like the aisles were already filled with the stuff that we're going to sell the next day. I've never seen that before.
yes, that's what.
They just shrink wrap.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they got to suck it
they've
faster,
done.
so.
They've done
Well, I
that for
mean,
years.
I don't know. I've
They've
never
done that
saw
I
before
don't
COVID.
Go to Walmart,
I know
so-
they do that at night.
Perdone.
Like at night.
Perdone. It's usually the
Oh,
ones
when
that are
did you go
24
during the day?
hours.
Yeah, it was just in the morning.
Oh,
Thursday
okay,
morning.
That is weird.
So you,
Wait, no. Thursday's Thanksgiving Day. So it's not weird.
Okay,
because
no, I didn't go.
there's-
Did I go Thursday? No, I didn't go Thursday because it was close. So it
Walmart
was,
open like
when the
that?
fuck
No,
did I go?
they closed on Thursday because I tried
They closed
going
Thursday.
there.
Oh.
So I guess it was Wednesday.
you
If you
didn't
were
go to
there
Walmart.
Wednesday, they had to do it on Wednesday because now they're closed on Thursday.
And next day.
And
Friday.
yeah,
Yeah, so it was Wednesday.
so they had to get it ready Wednesday.
The ones that are 24 hours
Okay.
typically will do that, and they will shrink wrap it, and you can't touch it until.
Oh, I got a knife.
You guys still know a 24-hour
People
Walmart?
touched it.
Yeah, it's by my house.
Wow. I thought they stopped that after COVID.
Wait, what?
The one that by
The
my
one on
house.
Saturn? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
market, whatever
Eastgate?
marketplace.
The one at Eastgate.
24
Yeah, let me
hours?
It's 24 hours. Is it not? Wait, what? Yes, it's 24 hours.
Have you been there at 2 a.m.?
Not recently. I don't
Okay,
have a
since
reason
COVID.
to be.
Let me check that shit.
Is your bedtime
Check it.
before 11 p.m.?
That it's 8.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So they're 24 hours for you. They're up during the time you're
No,
up.
look it up because it's been 20. It's always been 24 hours.
No, they
one
stopped.
side
They
closes down. One side,
No,
like
that
the
used to be
door.
thing. Yeah, one door's shut and the other one's open.
Closes at 11.
Yep.
Shut your face.
Yeah.
There's no more 24-hour Walmarts.
I didn't know that. I'm over here thinking that bitch was open 24 hours.
Yep.
Mhm.
Every day.
We should have
6,
sent your ass over there. One
6 a.m. 6 a.m. to
Yeah, I
11.
really need a.
You really think I'm gonna be over there at what time did they
If I were to
close?
text you at midnight and be like,
11.
hey, I need some medicine because I'm fucking dying and I'm home alone, you wouldn't go?
Can I Instacart it to you?
Well, they won't get there till the
They won't,
morning. Yeah.
I can Amazon that bitch.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
Hey,
Yeah,
I've had to
Your
send.
Amazon doesn't do same day. So you just gotta-
His does though.
That's what I'm saying. Like malls or stores will never go away because sometimes you just need to go get something right now.
I've had situations.
I believe that.
especially with
I
the
can
kids
see that.
getting sick.
I would say that. Like, if you need something, need like a shirt or just anything. Yeah.
Like me, I have to physically touch the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
There's
or the
that too.
pants.
Me too.
I don't
I'm
want
not
to
so
try
bad
it
with
on.
pants.
I won't try it on, but I'll
Me neither.
fucking touch it.
But shirts, like if it,
Yeah.
yeah, no. If
So
it
you
doesn't
guys
feel-
don't shop on Shein and Temu?
No, fuck.
I've ordered one order from Shein, and it was a one-time wear. You can't wear it.
Yeah,
again.
literally. It's a one-time wear.
You
Was it
wear
a
it
Halloween
and just-
costume or what?
Literally.
No, it's just the material.
material is
like you wear
horrible.
it and you're
Why do
like,
people buy from there?
Because it's like
Such a good deal.
$3 for a shirt,
yeah, man.
and you're gonna wear it once,
I was going to Mexico, man. It was a trip, and
and you needed
You
a
needed it for one
Hawaiian
day?
tropical shirt.
I wanted it
mean,
for
that-
more days, but I got this. Ask me how many times I've ordered from Shein though.
How many times?
One time.
Yeah.
So
Good on you.
I think the girls' clothes is
Can't
a
do
little.
fool, fool me once.
I think the girls' clothes you can get away with it a little more.
Why?
I don't know. I've seen some videos where it's like
You're right. There's your one off.
expectation versus reality, and it's like, nah.
Well, I don't. That. Not,
the
you know
one
what?
with
I'm
the.
not gonna. I'm gonna say. I was gonna say it's not always their fault, but whatever.
True.
I don't know. I think you can get away with it more as like female because we're not so hard on our clothes.
I don't think I was hard on the outfits. I just think
I think you were. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just
I think
kidding.
the thread count was a little low.
Yeah.
You know?
I washed it.
See through it now.
Show up in the washer. You're like,
What's my shirt?
There's
just-
a button.
It's just a collar.
yeah.
So there was more about Walmart. Has everybody heard about the boycott?
Why are we okay? The people
See,
were
I'm not fully
boycotting
informed as
Target
to why we're boycotting Walmart, so I'm not.
because Target was once boycotted
That's for a different reason.
Yes. So why is Walmart?
I need a reason.
They're going away. They're rolling back their DEI.
Oh, the DEI thing. That's right.
Oh, yes, I did hear
The
that.
DEI law.
Yes, I did hear
or
that.
rule, or whatever the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm. They're no longer.
That's it.
What? But what is it exactly? They're no longer required to.
Well, they're not going to have a DEI initiative, I guess, as a company.
Fuck.
Is boycotting going to bring it back?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
So I'm not boycotting Walmart.
People are probably over it already.
People are, yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't even know there was a boycott. I heard about it, but I didn't know there was an actual boycott for that. I heard about yeah.
How do you feel about DEI? How did you feel about, what the fuck was it called before?
Wasn't it called? Hold on, I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm embarrassed. Everybody at this fucking table should know this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's.
There was a rule before that?
I just don't want to say the wrong thing. That's the.
Say it because I think it.
We have like 200 followers, so it's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, we have that many?
Yeah, we just broke it.
It's in my
Go for it.
head.
Oh, fuck. We're going to sit here until one of us thinks of it.
What was DEI before? Siri.
We got Google.
Somebody looking it up, right?
The glasses.
So what do you think? Miles?
Nice try. I'm not a.
No, how do you feel about DEI?
Go ahead. Oh, you want me to go?
Man, it's tough. Because, I mean,
What was it called?
that should save me for a second.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. I agree that. Wait, I started off wrong. You should always hire the best person for the job.
So you're against DEI?
Not necessarily. No, that's not what I said. But
Okay.
Elaborate on
that.
I feel like, yeah, before DEI, you were always hiring. You weren't hiring the best person for the job.
Who were you hiring?
I don't know.
What?
What? No.
I'll kind of.
Oh, wait, we getting shy now?
Okay,
What the fuck's going on here?
No, so DEI was for diversity. What's the E for?
Equity and inclusion.
Equity and inclusion. So DEI was
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action. How do you feel about affirmative action?
Got it.
so before that. Yeah, you were hiring white people that were not qualified. They were just somebody that knows somebody.
They were
maybe
white.
or whatever. But now I feel like we're being more included. By we, I mean,
Us.
Yeah, us. And
So are you okay with it?
yeah.
Do you think by
I
them?
am okay with it, but I feel yeah, I'm okay with it.
Miles?
Man, it's tough. It's like a double-edged sword because outside looking in is good that it's happening if you're just looking at the overall, situation. But I think sometimes it almost creates a crutch because it doesn't want to seem like, am I just here because you guys have this, or because you honestly believe I'm here for the best job? And then it's to the point it's like, am I treated the same, or am I treated just because,
I think that.
So are you for it or are you against it?
I'm for it. I mean,
it's
You're okay with being hired just because you're black?
no, it's that. Well, that's where you draw the line.
yeah,
Like, I want to get hired because I'm qualified. I don't want to get looked. I don't want to get looked over
if you get
because
hired by a company that has a DEI policy
well,
as a colored person, as a brown
That's not the
person.
proper term anymore.
for me, I don't think it is. I mean, we're all colored.
We're all brown.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna take advantage of the situation that I get any type of way I get it.
Yeah, but how are you going to feel about it?
Just being honest. I mean, in our field, it's not a lot of black guys, especially I think that work for GCs and are in some type of supervision role. So I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
you know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about it? Because there's a lot of brown guys.
Yeah.
What was the question?
How do you feel about
Yeah.
being hired just because you're brown? Being promoted just because you're brown.
It's what I was. As long as I'm qualified.
But
See,
how do you know if you're
well,
qualified?
the thing is,
obviously, you always think you're qualified.
I
right?
don't like that. There's so for me, I think DEI companies require like a minimum amount of people.
Right.
That's
So let's say
that's
like
what I don't agree
they hired
with.
all of the people that they think were qualified, but they haven't met that percentage yet. And then,
and then they hire you. Yeah,
It's a percentage of
that I don't agree with.
minorities that you need to be
That's
hired.
what it means.
That's not what it means. I don't think that's what it means.
No, that's
No, that's
exactly
what it means.
means.
Affirmative action? Well,
You
And
have to
DEI.
have a-
I didn't know they
Depending
changed the
on
name.
what the DEI
well,
policy
that
is.
that kind of it doesn't go hand in hand with hire the qualified person.
But that's not what DEI is. A DEI policy is not hire the qualified person. A DEI policy is we're going to hire
This many,
this many people of color.
Mhm.
yeah, we'll find the ones that are qualified.
Maybe.
But do you
And I
want to
think
be
that's
in
the-
a
I think
category?
that's the
Yeah.
little divide is like, are they just diverse
But if you know
and
that,
qualified, or
but if you know that a company does not have this policy, and they have 25% Hispanic, 25% African American, 25%
Wait.
American.
What is your genetic make? Are you?
I'm black. Just
Do you prefer black or African American?
I'm not one of those. It's either or.
No, but what do you
Hey,
prefer?
some people
you
get
give a shit.
I don't give it. Yeah, no, I
Okay,
don't give
cool.
a shit. No.
We're gonna go with black. What's saying African? I fucking hate
I'm
that.
sorry, I just don't.
Have you ever been to Africa?
No, I haven't.
Do you have like people in your family that are from Africa?
I know my roots and where they're from in Africa.
I mean, at some point,
Yeah.
yeah. But like your parents or your
I was
grandparents?
letting them. No,
No, okay. So you're cool with black?
Yeah, you
All
do
right,
it.
cool.
Okay, 25% black folks, 25% Mexican,
Brown.
Hispanic,
I don't
brown,
like Mexican.
25% American, white folks, 25%, I don't know, Asian.
Whatever. Yeah.
Would you rather be in that category where it's, oh, well, I was hired because they needed that 25%, or a company that does not have that and they're looking at your application, because this isn't, no offense to Walmart, but it's not necessarily a resume type of job. It's you apply, it's an application, you fill it out, and you either get chosen or not. So it's I feel like, would you rather be in a box of, well, they hired me because they needed that 25%, or of all the applications that they received, they chose mine?
Okay.
Isn't that the difference?
It is. There's that's a fair statement. When you pointed out the Walmart part, it kind of changed something for me because
You don't need your respectfully, you don't need a resume to apply at Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, how qualified can you be to
Yeah.
be a stock boy at Walmart?
Right. And that's what I was gonna say. I think it depends on where it's being included in, and you know what I mean.
Are we talking like corporate Walmart or store Walmart?
I don't know. They're taking the program out altogether, so I don't know where their primary focus.
No offense. I think some of Walmart's location they don't have a choice on who their employees are.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're fucking
just
if
the
you get a
demographics
Walmart in
of the
rural
area.
Louisiana, your choices are going to be limited.
Yeah.
Louisiana's a bad example. Rural Minnesota, your choices are going to be limited.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's if they're like I said, where are they focusing their percentages? Because if it's as a whole, is it taking away, or is it divided into different like category? I don't know. Like, is it divided by the people that work at the Walmart store, or if they're at corporate, or if they're HR?
Well, do you
I
care
don't know.
if you get hired by the Walmart in your position? Would you care?
In my position?
Yeah.
I don't want a job because I am the percentage that you're missing.
See,
even if you're qualified.
And I think that's kind of the
So then you're okay with them doing away with it?
If that means that they are hiring people regardless of what
That's what it
race they
should
are,
mean, right?
and I think that's where it kind of came about, because people who were qualified and filling out for applications, they were just being turned away because
they were white.
Or not
white.
If you have a DEI policy,
that's why they're rolling on the back.
Oh, I
Right.
see what you're saying.
If you have a DEI policy in place and you're a very qualified white individual and you get turned away because you're white, then it's a problem.
shit.
But I think what I was trying to say is like,
I didn't even see it from that aspect.
It was flipped before the DEI
For sure.
got in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, either way,
So to your point,
somebody's getting
if you're being hired because you're the most qualified person, which is where you started, that's fucking great. That's what you should do. But there are people, not companies, people that won't do that, right? And it always comes down to individual people, because companies don't hire you, people hire you,
correct.
right? So if you're in fucking rural Louisiana, you're probably going to get hired if you're qualified,
But
because there's black people there and there's
Yeah.
white people there.
I will say, what does it say about the company if you do have that policy? Because it's almost like you couldn't be forced to make these decisions on your
Exactly.
own. Now we got to implement this.
Implement a
you know?
rule.
Yeah.
But if the company's big enough that it's active in
Yeah.
rural Louisiana
Mhm.
and upstate New York, you kind of have to have something in place.
Right.
I feel
That's
like I
so-
did a report on this, actually. And it was more for factory work. It was actually more specific to factory workers, because factory workers were getting turned away because they were
White, because fucking lazy.
no, it wasn't because they were white. It was because they were either black or Mexican or Hispanic. I shouldn't even say
There ain't
Mexican.
a single fucking factory in the world that would turn away a Mexican because they're Mexican.
Back in the when affirmative action originally came out, yes, that is why. And I'm gonna look for this report, because I want to say that I did a full research paper on this, because it goes back to 1960 something, and the research that I did on it was very specific, because it was factory workers that were not able to get
Where?
I don't know.
Take your time.
I have to.
No, okay. Now that you say that, I mean, it makes sense.
There's more
yeah.
to it, and I want.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
It's all coming back to me. I went to school for something.
But to kind of come back to the point, me personally, and
It was issued in 1961.
this is just me. I don't really care. I'm the type that, like, all I need is some type of opportunity. I'm gonna make the most out of it. You know,
Yeah, usually.
you know.
When I apply, I'm not thinking about that. I'm not like,
Me
I'm not
neither.
thinking about
And
it. I'm just
this is
applying.
gonna sound like I'm talking out of both ends, but is there racism in our industry? Yes. Will more people that are white get promoted and get? Yes, 100%. It happens all the time.
Mhm.
We get looked over all the time because we don't speak the language, because we don't, whatever the fuck, right? Nepotism. It's a thing. But I think if you're good enough, you can only be passed over so many times
Yeah.
before it becomes apparent that you should be promoted, and you will get promoted.
yeah, it's hard to turn somebody away. It's like,
Yeah.
we can't.
And if you will absolutely have to try harder if you're a woman or a person of color. But when you get it, you know you earned it.
That's it.
And I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather know that I got the job because I fucking deserve it than because I'm white or whatever.
Yeah. Like it's just given. Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that.
I feel like I haven't really encountered that in my line of work.
I don't know that it's it's definitely a thing. I
Sexism,
think
yes.
sexism is more of a thing in your industry than it is
Agreed.
obviously in ours. Well,
Yeah.
no, sexism is definitely a thing in our industry, but it's the other way.
Right.
No, it's the same way.
it's really easy for us in our industry for that person that got hired because of a certain reason to get exposed. Because
Yes,
you
for
see
sure.
that shit right away. It's like, Like, this guy's
Yeah.
serious.
especially at the level that
Yes.
we do it. I don't think like this. And I fucking hate talking about what we do, but we work for the people that are at the top of our game, right? So at the level that we do it, it's a lot easier for somebody like that to be exposed.
Yeah. hmm
Down lower levels, it's you can get away with that a lot
I like
for
to
a lot longer.
use an analogy like it's almost like the pros, man. If you just put somebody in the
Yeah,
NBA or
exactly.
in the NFL and they've never played basketball or they never played football,
You're gonna know.
You're gonna know.
Not to pat her on
real-
the back, but we're
know
in the
right
NBA.
away.
We're in,
That's
we're-
exactly
we're-
how I
we're the
see it, and
pros.
that's how I view it every day. And so,
I mean, it
with
is.
that
We
being
are.
saying, like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I don't know everything in this field, but I know I'm a dog,
Yeah.
and I know like I'm a go getter and I'm gonna go get it. And so, to what you're saying, like when somebody gets dropped off in there due to nepotism or whatever it may be,
You get exposed
they
real
get
quick.
exposed.
I mean, very quick, like same
And-
day, next day, very quick.
And the respect that
yeah,
it's like
For
out
sure.
the window, or you either earn it or you lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like that.
I think the job title is the difference when it comes to the whole what is it? DIA? Affirmative action.
DEI.
DEI.
I like affirmative action
The
so much
DEI.
better than DEI.
Me too, because I didn't even know the name changed. I always knew it as affirmative action. I
Well,
was
then
not.
that went away at some point, and then when they brought it back, it was DEI.
Okay, good to know.
It went away.
DEA.
Yeah.
the drug enforcement.
Agency.
Yeah.
All right. What else y'all got?
Thanksgiving.
Miles, you got to have something. You
Who
gotta
got
come
in a
with something.
fight
Come on.
with their family?
It was
I brought the
was something
kids.
good.
Who got in a fight with their family? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
that's what Thanksgiving is about.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that we had an icebreaker at work, and that was the icebreaker. Who got into a fight with their family, or were there any arguments
We
amongst
planned
people?
We planned a fight.
Yeah,
and
it didn't happen.
Oh,
okay.
that's
Can't
that's
plan
new.
those things. What's wrong with you?
I bet that's a little disappointing too.
The vibes were just too good. We actually had a pool tournament and I won
Nice.
$100.
Of course, you have to bring that up.
I would too.
Yeah, that's why George didn't come,
Oh,
Mm.
because I took his money in his house.
Hey,
and his
did you put a flag down after you won?
Nah, I think he was hurt enough.
you didn't like stab before. Yeah.
Adrian, what's your happy
Shut it.
place?
That's a good question.
he's like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?"
That's my
that's
happy
a
place.
question that throws you off. Yeah, that's a good one.
Like, I want an actual place. I don't want. We're not being like metaphorical right now. What's your actual happy place?
Like where I'm the happiest when I'm doing something.
A place.
I don't know. I don't think I have one right now.
You don't
Just
have a happy
kidding.
place? Bro, I'm gonna need an answer, or Gladys is gonna call me tomorrow.
She doesn't listen. No, I do have a lot of fun when I'm on the field,
Okay.
and I'm happy. So last week, that was one of the highlights. My daughter had soccer practice at 12 noon on Tuesday, and we went early, so that I can drive around in the parking
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
And then we got on the field early. And we're kicking the ball around. That was pretty cool. I was
Okay.
happy right there
Happy
because
moment.
Dope.
I haven't
Wow.
done it in a long time.
Why not?
And then it just
Why not?
felt good kicking the ball around with her.
You drive to fields all the time. Why aren't you on there more
I don't
often?
know. I feel like I'm always
Late.
late and tired.
That's a valid reason.
Okay, so if that's your happy place, maybe you should make it a
Yeah.
point to be early,
Yeah, I know.
even if you're tired, because it won't matter once you're on the field.
Yeah, make it worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know. And
Work
I
on
need
that.
it. I
Miles?
need it. Oh, okay.
Work on that.
Shit.
For me, I'll probably have to say either playing basketball or or when I'm making videos or doing anything.
Making videos. What? Let's talk about that. What?
Oh man, I was a photographer in Atlanta. So I manage a photography studio in Atlanta, and I do videos on the side. And
Bro, we need to talk.
no, 100%.
We need videos.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll show you one I just put out today. My
So
cousin has
just
a brand.
anytime you're making videos,
Man, just being creative, just doing anything.
What are you doing in construction?
Oh man, I'm making videos in construction. I found a way to incorporate it.
You got a drone?
The funny ones?
So I technically have not bought a drone, but I have access to a
Yeah,
drone.
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Are you the one doing all those videos?
That you seen from Salina?
From Justin?
Probably.
Remember I asked you?
It's probably.
I was like, what did I ask you? I was like, who's doing these videos or
I'm not gonna lie.
or something like that?
Can I show you guys one? That just
Yeah.
man. Just,
So I asked
But
him
then
that
you have to
because
send me the link so we could share it with our
oh
listeners
yeah,
and
for sure.
with our 10 listeners.
I think I asked you why or how is he making these,
Yeah.
and then you were like, I think he hires somebody professional or something like that. I think that was your answer. I was like,
For sure
okay,
I made something up.
Just one of the.
so we're looking at his phone right now. That's all right.
Is that your job site?
Yeah,
That's
nice.
That's
Yeah,
a good.
okay.
That's a good song to make videos to.
this is the one in Salina right now.
Shut it. So we're watching a video of his current project. Nice,
yeah.
dude. This is good stuff. Definitely share those links with us. So we can
Yeah, for sure.
share 'em.
That's
Nice.
a side, man. Yeah.
Nice.
So I mean,
Yeah,
that's just
that's pretty good.
So anytime like I'm,
Anytime you're being creative, that's your happy place.
yeah,
I like that answer.
I get lost in it, man, and kind of nothing else really matters at the time. Like
All
text and something comes.
You and I are going to get along just fine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 10
You
minutes.
don't
to
want
think
my
about it.
answer.
Here,
Bad?
this is your happy place right here.
Sleeping?
is that what you?
Yes, this is it. No. My happy place would be when I go back home. Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee. Of course you would say Milwaukee.
See? Mhm.
Wisconsin?
It's nothing wrong with that.
Wisconsin?
Scanton.
You a Bucks fan?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yes. Antetokounmpo. That's just me being over there. It's like,
Just being home. It's just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's that feeling of like,
Yeah.
Like you can
and I can
breathe.
do absolutely nothing the entire time. And I am,
or you could do anything.
yes, both.
I like
I think
that
it's
answer.
And I'm content with just being there. And it's not like I go back to like a childhood home because I don't. But it's just the environment. Like, it's not like I go, for example, my grandma's house, they sold it years ago. So it's not like I go back there
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
or like
You're going back somewhere else, but it's still home.
yes, but
Yeah,
it still
gotcha.
feels very like, even the times that we fly and we land and it's like, all right, like, cool, I'm home.
I'll probably be happy there too.
Let's
if it was
chill.
fucking 30 degrees. Like, yeah.
No, you gotta go in the summer, and maybe more
Yeah,
specifically in the summertime.
How hot does? Oh, you like the summer?
Oh, the summer over there, yes.
Oh,
Summer, fall,
How hot does it get?
70.
Oh,
No, it's gotten to the I think 80s this past summer, and they had to cancel schools and stuff. So, because the schools out there don't have ACs
just open windows or what?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
and
Nice.
fans.
Okay.
True
When
story.
I go home in the summer, it's like 110.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I believe you, but
Don't like that. I want to go to your home in the winter.
summers are nice, even the fall. But
Cool.
just being out there, it's like a zen.
Mm. What about you?
Me?
You got to answer.
I don't usually answer the
Right here.
questions I ask.
Yeah, well,
It's this
But yeah,
room.
it's
This is
home.
it?
It's home. It's being here. Sometimes in this room, sometimes out in the living room. As long as I'm home and I'm with my people,
Yeah.
that's my happy place.
Yeah, that was my second choice. Like being with
are
my
you
people.
backtracking?
No, it was between that.
Yeah.
Because
I get that,
before Tuesday, it was like I would have said something else, but I know that's my happy place, but I just hadn't
You hadn't been there
felt
in a while.
that in a while. Yeah, I hadn't been there in a while.
Get there more often.
That's a good question.
Not my question. Thank you, Fernie. We're done.
Shout out to Tracas.
Fuck that.
I missed it last week. I don't know.